Game number one, guys. Welcome, everyone. This is the first semi-final, HERA versus MR.YO, and we are starting right now. Everything is ready to rumble. HERA is as a blue Ethiopians. MR.YO as a red. Franks with me, Survivalist, an amazing co-caster that is gonna tell me whatever he wants about the maps and these civilizations. Who has the better map? Who has the better civ? Survivalist, thank you for coming, man.
Glad to be here. So we have Ethiopians, HERA. He's probably got the better civilization in my opinion here, but Frank's definitely one of the higher tier civilizations that you can play here. Playing scouts with Franks is really smooth because they have the free horse collar, and then that's going to give them a better food economy going into the mid game. So if MR.YO can wall up his base really nicely, which I think he can on this map because there's two forward wood lines, the berries can be protected pretty easily, the gold's fairly easy to protect, then I think Yo is going to have a really great chance for mid-game knights. Now, on HERA's side of the field here, as the Ethiopians, he has free pikeman upgrade, which is going to help against those knights in the mid game. And adding a few extra spearmen in feudal age is completely fine because they just get upgraded to pikemen for free. So I think that we're going to be seeing probably really fast archers from HERA. And it's really up to MR.YO to wall them out, defend them really nicely, maybe with some skirms, something like that. And yeah, I think that's probably how this match is going to go. Now, MR.YO, he's going for a forward lumber camp. So we'll see if he's going to be able to defend that.
Well, he has also hills. There's quite a lot of hill in the map. I believe that the maps are, I don't know if you agree, a bit similar for both, with the only exception that probably there's no wood at the back for HERA. But other than that, it looks similar. So I think maps are fine. But let's see what MR.YO can do here. I'm telling MR.YO because I think with Ethiopians, we kind of know more or less what we're going to expect, right?
Yeah, exactly. And one more thing about the maps is that Yo, his exposed side is also in the back, but all that's really exposed is the stone, whereas his berries and gold are kind of tucked away behind the wood lines, so he's going to be able to wall to the TC really easily. Whereas HERA, his berries are super exposed. Yeah, they're kind of in the back of the base, but it's really hard to wall that effectively. So aggression could come in on HERA's berries, and it's going to be a little harder for him to wall that out or stop that.
Very nice to see this matchup. MR.YO was yesterday telling in the interview that he wants some revenge. MR.YO, as good Chinese, you know, they don't forget these kind of things. The last big tournament that they face, HERA won 5-0, you know? In NAC 4, 5-0. Obviously different settings, 9 ballistic start, nothing to do with Arabia, but still, you know? And then you saw how MR.YO has been practicing a lot, and he just wanted, well, I know that Winchester did great in the KOTD4 and so on, but I want HERA. I want HERA tomorrow. So the motivation for the players, it's always high in the tournaments, but it seems that probably in this matchup, especially for Yo, it's probably even more.
Yeah, exactly. And well, HERA got it, or Yo got his wish, and now we're seeing HERA versus Yo. It's going to be a pretty hype series here, and yeah, just excited to see what we're going to see here. Not too much going on here. Neither player going for any kind of drush or anything, but looks like MR.YO is getting ready to click up already. At least he's getting loom on 18. Wow, 18 population here, so he's going to be up really fast if he has the food for that. And yeah, I mean, if he can get up really fast, those Frank scouts with the extra HP, once you're up, can definitely deal with early spearmen once you get like 4 of them.
But he couldn't. He did another villager, you know? I mean, I like it because he's not getting any idle TC. So when you feel that you are not going to have the food, I like a lot what he did. You adapt, you know, you probably wanted to go. Still, 19 population is completely fine. And now both players are on the way to feudal age at the same time, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing a second lumber camp from HERA, so he's going to have lots of wood income here, going to have a pretty smooth economy. It does slow down the aggression a little bit, so, but I think it'll be fine. It's not like he's going to go men-at-arms or anything. It's going to just be straight fletching archers. To start, Ethiopians with having a free 100 food and 100 gold upon reaching the feudal age really helps a lot with affording fletching. And HERA's just going to wall the front of his base just a little bit, maybe put the barracks in between that 3-tile spot here, and he's going to be completely fine. Oh no, he's putting the barracks in the back. Okay, so he's just full walling the front. Maybe the range goes forward. We will have to wait and see. Now, MR.YO, he is going to be walling a little bit further forward, which is kind of good, though, because he doesn't want any archers sitting behind his wood lines. So that's going to just give him a little bit more space to work with here. And it looks like, it looks like it's going to be scouts from Yo. And, well, what is HERA going to do? He's not on gold yet, but as I said, Ethiopians do get the 100 gold extra on up, so he doesn't need to go to gold super early with the Ethiopians. He can make the range and then go to gold after. It's completely fine, and that's what he's gonna do here. So there's the range. Although the way that, actually, no, this is good. So both players are gonna be walled up pretty tight, actually. I think Yo's walls are maybe a little bit big with that villager building the house on the far west side of his base. Not sure where he's gonna go with that wall, but connecting to the.
Well, he's walling everything.
A little bit better. Yeah, he's walling everything. Like his walls are gonna be big. Are they gonna be too big? That's the question.
Yeah. Well, right now I like a lot the walls that MR.YO is doing. He's kinda smart because he's not really walling, but with the buildings, with the barrack, with the stable, with the few houses, he wall completely the front. He's gonna go with the scouts, and HERA is just walling all the map. Like in circles. It's just not too far, and well. In quotes, kinda MBL walls. MBL usually wall like this, Mr. Survivalist. So similar to that one.
Yeah, the really tight walls tend to be a lot easier to defend, especially on this map. I think MR.YO's maybe making his walls too big, because if you make them that big, the archers are still going to get in, or crossbowmen are going to get in later. It's just more area to defend. So we'll see if it ends up hurting him, getting these bigger walls. Obviously, bigger walls cost a bit more too, but Yo is the first one to aggression here. So he's got 2 scouts forward, but against 2 spears, they're not really going to do too much. Maybe get a few hits on a villager here and there, just try and soften them up for later. And yeah, HERA's just continuing to make archers. And when is he going to move out? Is it going to be with 2 archers, or is it going to be with 3 archers?
Well, we were talking about the huge walls, and you can see how MR.YO is now doing on a lot of big walls as well. The scouts are still surrounded, but I like this. I mean, when you are with Franks, you like to be in this position, survivalist. You want to be with the aggression. You don't get attack at home. Now he's doing few skirmishes, and Frank's economy is extremely smooth. MR.YO is going to be walling completely as well, and it's going to be hard to see some big aggression in Feudalage, I believe. Or I mean, he's doing fletching already, but the archers are coming, and he doesn't have yet the archery range. So but he's taking damage in that scout. He's gonna be able to kill. He's gonna take the spear, but if he's walling and he's doing now skirmishes, MR.YO should still be fine.
Yeah, Yo did take 1 spear hit as well on one of his scouts in the front, but these 2 archers from HERA, they don't have any kind of spear support, so all Yo has to do is get a few scouts here, and he's gonna clean those up. But Yo going for skirms, so skirms and knights can be probably the composition in this matchup, but Yo's got to be careful of HERA's starting scout, and that's... maybe actually going to be a dead skirm almost. So that was a little bit sloppy by Yo there.
He's fine. He's fine. He's coming out with the scout. Now he will finish the walls. And remember, this is a semifinals. We're going to expected to see some walls. It's normal, And with a civilization like France, you have to do it probably. He has to be careful. We're going to lose those skirmishes, but the scouts are coming. And as you mentioned, this is going to be a first good battle for Yo. He's going to kill those archers. He's not microing great. I think he's going to have killed the archers already. I don't know what you think. But it didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, what was that?
HERA's getting a ton of value out of these 2 archers. These 2 archers, they weren't really there to do a ton of damage. What they were there for, it was to relieve the pressure on HERA's base. So basically, the scouts had to come all the way home. Now HERA knows that there's no scouts on the field quite yet because the scouts of Yo have been at his base. So HERA's kind of free to do whatever he wants, just wall however he wants, get some farms, stuff like that, just chill for a little while. So it was kind of just a bit of a distraction by HERA, just to see what he could get done in the front there. I think he killed like, what, 3 skirms or something like that, which is completely worth 2 archers in terms of cost. So it's not really the biggest deal for HERA to lose those, actually, and he got good scouting, forced Yo back. So I think that was pretty okay for HERA. Now, one problem with Yo's walls is they're just so big, and, crossbowmen, especially Ethiopian crossbowmen with the faster fire rate, are gonna get past those palisade walls pretty darn quickly. So HERA's gonna be clicking up to the next age at some point, but I think Yo is not gonna be too much further behind.
He's not far And if you check, he has 30 seconds behind already. Idle TC for HERA. I mean, he's doing all his economy really great, but 30 seconds means that he has lost already a Valier, and probably even a few seconds more. 25 seconds is what you need to make a Valier, and yeah, I mean, if he's gonna click up faster, HERA, Yo is gonna be, well, super close as well. Let's see now, because the transition is gonna be really important here. I mean, I like a lot how he's walled completely, even if he's hard walls, but look what he's doing now on the left with the market, with a few houses. He's gonna wall till the edge of the map. He's gonna have fully walled that area, not with palisade. The biggest area, survival is gonna be completely safe. It's gonna be full houses, and it's gonna be great. And I want to say thank you so much for that crazy support just during our casting. But we need to focus, guys, and HERA, Mr. Survivalist, he's right now on the way to Castle Edge in minute 16 even.
Yeah, these really fast up times are pretty standard these days. And what do you think of HERA adding that stable in the back? I think that he added it just in case there's too many skirms on the field, but he hasn't added any scouts from it. So maybe he sees that it's just a few skirms with no upgrades, and he's maybe not even going to use that stable. He might use it for camels later, but Ethiopians, they do have pikemen for free, so yeah, it kind of feels bad to go camels with them sometimes, but yeah, he's going to add one scout.
It's not better in this situation probably to have double archery range with Ethiopians instead of the second stable, because having the pikeman upgrade for free, it feels like it's a waste of resources make that stable, honestly.
Yeah, but having mobility is really nice.
It's fine.
So,
it's always
yeah,
fine.
HERA adding another scout in is just going to really help if the skirms do end up getting upgrades, which looks like Yo is not really going into. But I think what HERA wants to do is probably go for the crossbone timing, and the real question is that is he going to add TCs first, or is he going to add ballistics first? There's kind of two options, and you have to choose one. So I'm just...
what do you think? What do you think is better here?
I don't know what he's going to go first. He could go ballistics first, because he is going to be putting the pressure. And ballistics, if it leads to like 3 Vil kills, it's already worth it most of the time. So,
so let's see the battle, because he's coming. And he's coming now with the archers, with the 2 scouts as well. But this is a good catch up here by Yo. He's gonna kill an archer? No, he didn't. But he made him go back a little bit, and now he knows exactly the position for the Canadian. He's behind the woodland. The woodland here, survival is a problem here for Mr. Yo, because he's kinda exposed and the archers are coming. And he still needs 20 seconds to be up. He's now moving one of those, but the other one is also almost in the range. Probably no, and now HERA is going away from that area. So what he should do now, he has 8 skirmishes. Elite skirmishes and Botkin arrow. I believe this would be the way to go, no? Yes, he's doing it.
He's going to be able to get in. HERA's adding a few knights just to probably run to the back and just kill some Vils that run to the back, something like that. Maybe pick off some siege, something. But HERA, he is just adding TC. So he added a second TC. He'll probably add a third TC fairly shortly after that. So he's going to try and put as much pressure as he can, which he's doing a ton of pressure here already. Yo forced off of gold. And how are you going to make knights with with no gold income? So Yo already looking to be in a fairly bad spot. He's forced into Elite Skirm. I don't know if Yo really wanted to go Elite Skirm as his opening here as Franks, but he's kind of forced into it. Now, these knights that don't have any upgrades, they're not that scary. Skirmishers will take down knights with no upgrades, so HERA probably needs to be careful with that. A couple of pikemen, but yeah.
Look at the TC at the bottom. He's doing a great TC there to protect the wood, and also he's getting gold from there. So he right away he moves there, and now we see how he's kind of blocking those archers, and those skirmishes are +2/+2. So right now, Mr. Yo doing the monastery, second tone center, he's pretty fine. He has 1 Valier more, and all this, it was, well, he forced him to move a little bit, but it really didn't work too much for HERA, and the game is still going extremely close. Now doing the horse collar. He has the knights there, but since he's gonna make monastery now, he just need to go back, and those knights without upgrade, well, he has now +1 armor even, but he shouldn't have a big problem here at the Canadian, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah. So +1 knights are going to be able to just keep the skirms at home. So Yo kind of has to play defensively here, though, because since Yo lost control of his gold in early Castle Age, he wasn't able to actually make any knights, and so suddenly HERA just can continue to have this map control, continue to have this location in the front, and Yo's not taking wood effectively here. He's got 1 wood line with way too many Vils on it. The gold in the back, he's not really saturating it super full. And of course, when you're on skirmisher tech, you can't really apply that much pressure anyways. So Yo getting the damage that he can. He doesn't quite kill a villager, but he is forcing HERA to garrison his TC a little bit. but
Oh,
it's
now
not
he
the
has to
most
be
damage.
careful. The archers are coming, and now he might take one volley. He's taking one volley. It's forcing him to go back. So here he took some volleys. He's moving away. And as you can see right now, HERA population is starting to explode a little bit. 3 villages, 4 villages more, and quite more army, which is a very good position for the Canadian right now. He has a monk here, and he converted now the knight. The skirmishes are coming. He's gonna take the crossbows. Well, if he's able to make some conversions, survival is gotta be fine here. So he has to be really careful because those skirms +2/+2 might deal with the crossbows. So it's curious, but now the knight, what is the problem here for Mr. Yo? The knights that HERA is doing.
Exactly, really smart play by HERA to just add in a few knights, even without +2. +2 is a pretty expensive upgrade for armor, so HERA just skipping that, and the +1 knights are good enough to fight the skirms. And yeah, the crossbowmen are just there to try and pick off the monks, pick off vills, and the knights are gonna deal with the main army of Yo. And meanwhile, this is not all-in pressure or anything from HERA. This is just standard pressure. He's just gonna be booming on 3 TCs pretty soon. And where's Yo's wood? It's all exposed on the front. So Yo's having a really hard time with this map.
Yeah, I think he should do a TC maybe behind the woodland where the goal is in the north. He has the resources, he has the stone, he has the wood, but he's not reacting. He could make a TC there, so he will have a much safer wood. And just look at the goal he has. Mr. Yo could really adapt here and sell resources, balance his economy a little bit and do something else. Right now he's 6 villages behind. No wheelbarrow, but he has Boso and Heavy Plow. Heavy Plow, you all know, guys, that is for free. There's a knight that is gonna lose it. He's losing for nothing. And right now, Mr. Yo is not controlling the... What do you think about that town center? They're in the middle, okay. I don't know, he's taking another villager. We will see the battle, and then we'll talk about that, TC. The archers are going to go back, but he has more knights, and it's still 2 monks. If he converts both knights, that's gonna be pretty bad for HERA. But... What?
Yeah, Yo
hate
getting
this.
completely trolled by RNG there.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what was that, man? Seriously. I mean, did you see that? How many seconds was that? He should have converted both. And that basically probably can be the first game, honestly. I don't know. Well, he's gonna keep trying, but this is crazy. What happened here?
Yeah, Yo's economy is just a mess. I think his idea for making the stone TC is that Franks, they're gonna have cheaper castles. He can't really push out. The only way that he can secure map is with castles. So he's gonna try and get a castle to secure his outer resources. But is it gonna be too little too late? HERA's up 20 vills. He's got the better army, and I don't see any advantages that Yo has. He just has these fully upgraded skirmishers, but what's that gonna really do?
Yeah, well, but, you know, the chance now for Mr. Yo, he know that he's behind. He need to mine a lot of stone and try to drop a castle. He's going double monastery. I like it. Try to convert some and then come with a castle forward. Remember that do your Franks, and you can maybe buy the castle easily. It's 488 stone. He has 1,000 gold. And this is the only chance because, let's be honest, the HERA army is also not super scary. He has Crowbot, but he has skirmishes +2/+2. So if he's able to make few knights, you can go forward with the castle. But he lost another monk. And Mr. Yo has 17 army for HERA 21. This is the only choice. I don't know what you think.
Yeah. I just think that all HERA is going to do, he's just going to click up to Imp, get a castle in the middle of the map, start trebbing, and well, he doesn't even need to treb, he just needs to make arbs, and then, well, what can Yo do against arbs? Franks, they have pretty bad skirms going to the later stages of the game, so as the Frank player, you really like to be on Paladin tech, but it's not like Yo is anywhere close to getting there. So, if Yo doesn't give up before HERA reaches Imp, it's going to be once HERA's on Imp, I think. But let's see how HERA plays this. Yeah. So, well, he's going for the university.
He's going to go up, Mr. Survivalist. He has the resources doing the university, and right now, he is clicking to Imperial Age. As soon as he wants, he's on the way to Imperial Age, and that's with 17 villages more. As we were talking, Mr. Yo have to do something quick. I mean, something now before he is in Imperial, because if not, the snowball is gonna be real. Or you think playing with a defensive casters can make him whole with the potential aggression that now HERA is going to have with the Arbalest, to be honest?
Yeah,
it looks
it's going to be
very
such a problem.
difficult. No, he's coming. Okay, Survivalist. He's coming. He knows that he has to do something. He has several monks. He has skirmishes. Obviously, if now the monks are not going to be converted, the knights is not going to be converted, then there is zero chances to do anything. Population is still obviously ahead. Now he's coming. Oh, this is 3 monks. He's converting now 1. He's going to convert another. He's coming forward. He's going to drop a castle on his face. And HERA might do a castle on his own. Well, with this kind of a progression, he's just getting time to himself. And he's coming, and he's gonna be able to do the castle or not. And where he has to do very, very aggressive. And let's see how aggressive he's gonna make this castle. That's very aggressive castle. He's gonna take that TC, he's taking the stone, the farmers, maybe even more forward. I would like it. But this is definitely a really good castle survivalist.
Yeah, but HERA's gonna be up. HERA's gonna make a high ground castle and then just trap it down from the high ground. So maybe this castle is gonna shoot down a few vills or something. Probably not even. It's gonna be kind of hard to tell if this castle's really gonna do too much here because, yeah, I really think that.
Take your economy.
Unless Yo can really prevent this castle from going up, I think that Yo is gonna be really sad that HERA is gonna be up to Imperial Age.
The Damka now put the village inside. Don't lose the monk. Well, he lost the monk. He's now with the archers going to go there. He's on the way to Imperial, but look. HERA resources with Ethiopians, my goodness. He can go up to Imperial one more time. And even if he did this castle, how are you going to be able to counter the attack now?
Yeah, exactly. This Yo castle pretty far forward, and all HERA needs to do, just walk in with the Arbs. It's kind of hard to walk in when there's CCs, but still, HERA is going to be able to take down this castle from Yo, but this castle from Yo is buying a lot of time, so it might end up being an okay castle, just for the fact that it's going to buy some time. It's not necessarily going to do too much damage on its own, but all Yo needs is a ton of time, and he's trying to buy more time with this watchtower. That's a really great way of dealing with the early imp Arb spike. And, well, are the Frank skirms going to be enough to clear out these crossbowmen? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't think so, but we will see. Anyway, he's gonna make probably guard tower. With guard towers might be fine. The skimmers are definitely not so great. They are +2/+2. Well, now HERA has already +3 with his archers. He's gonna make chemistry now. And maybe another tower should be done on this area. Still, as you said, he's getting some time, but Villiers, he's almost 30 Villiers ahead. Almost 30 Villiers ahead, and he's still 50 seconds away to be up. To Imperial Age, so it's gonna be really complicated because the archers are at home. The good thing is that if he keep getting time, well, Ethiopians is a civilization with not a great mobility, but HERA has a crazy population, and MR.YO is not reacting super fast right now. You can see how he's raiding in the south, he's raiding in the north, he has the Arbalist, he's gonna lose the monk. It's so complicated. Ballistic is gonna be now, just now ballistic. And well, I don't know, 90 Ballistic looks also to be too lethal, not enough economy. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, well, part of the problem is that Yo just has no defensive wood lines. They're all in the middle of the map, and when playing against Crossbowman or Arbalister, it's really hard to defend those forward wood lines. You really like to have something in the back of the base as the Knight player. So he got a little bit of an unfortunate map for the strategy, or maybe he chose the wrong strategy for the map, something like that. But yeah, HERA just has such a good advantage in this game. HERA's been collecting relics as well, so he's got 3 relics. So just really securing every advantage that he can get. He's not getting complacent. Like, he knows that he's in such a good spot, but he's not just playing sloppy from here. He's still playing really solid.
Yeah, let's see, because the Arbalist is still inside. That's the problem. Now he's probably going to clean that one because he got ballistic. Yeah, the Arbalists are going to go bye-bye. It's true that HERA, he still doesn't have the huge amount of farming, and he has to be well, a little bit slower because his civilization is just slower. But then, well, you think that MR.YO, if he's doing now a few bomber cannons, can maybe hold the position here? He's doing halberdiers, HERA. But for now, MR.YO is not even doing cavalry. I mean, he can't. He has no real resources to make cavalry, but he sees Franks and he thinks that he's gonna come with those. Now, in 10 seconds, he will have bomber cannon. He has the castle here. Okay, he's doing finally the cavaliers, but he has 102 villages still. It's definitely okay, but you need a little bit more. And how much you need to raid now, HERA, to really be able to come back in this game? You have to raid him like crazy, Mr. Survivalist.
Exactly, and HERA knows that Yo's only win condition is to get to Paladins and just somehow take a really good fight. So just adding in the Halbs early, preventing that from even being a possibility, is just one way to just take every advantage that he needs to just secure his win in this game. With a big mass of Arbs, really this big mass of Arbs, the only thing that Franks can really do is make Paladin get a good surround. Yeah, they can go bombard cannons, but of course they can get picked off by Arbs, and Ethiopians can go their own bombard cannons.
Yeah, look at the amount of farming he has. A lot of farming, 177 population. Is doing mastery, so that Cassie can hold a little bit more. But just look how HERA is playing. This is so great. The Arbalists are so close. Trying to snipe with the Arbalists, the bomber cannon actually. So he doesn't let him go closer and be able to take the threat. Now the Arbalists are gonna take the trebuchet. Maybe not. He didn't because he couldn't repair in time. He's losing some army, but he's even trying to go and kill the bomber cannon. He's playing really fantastic, and this first game, it looks closer and closer to be for the Canadian, because right now there is no castle, there is no defense. He can make another castle maybe, yeah. He has almost the stone to make it, these Franks, but 14 army only. He basically is doing now the +4, but he has nothing else. He didn't even make the Cavalier upgrade. He's probably got destroyed the stable, so it's a pretty sick moment here for the Canadian.
Yeah, I think Yo is just warming up at this stage. I think he knows it's over. I know Yo's a fighter, but yeah, just complete his warm-up and just move on to the next
call.
one.
1-0 for the Canadian, for HERA with Ethiopians. I believe that with this map, Mr. Survivalist, probably Mr. Yo also have tried to play a little bit more aggressive, even if it costs you a little bit economy, because of that, being a little bit too defensive, he got the initiative, he got the map control, and he lost that early great transition that France can have. Like yesterday, he got super smooth, and today he couldn't do that with the same civilization.
Yeah, well, it's just so hard against such an aggressive play. That crossbowman timing really messes up the economy. So it really came down to HERA being able to take Yo off of the gold in early Castle Age. And without gold early Castle Age, you can't mass knights. And then HERA just continues to have the better army throughout the entire game. Because then you're forced to invest into skirmishers and skirmisher upgrades, and then skirmishers don't really apply any pressure. And he's just in this infinite cycle of just making bad units. And of course, with no backwood line to go to, Yo really had not too many options.
Yeah. We have seen also the economy where you were talking about that. It was a massive economy lead here for HERA, who is taking the 1-0. How important can be the first game? Because yesterday he lost the first game and we saw what happened. He dominated after that, Mr. Yo. So I don't think Mr. Yo cared too much. He said that he feel better when he lose the first game. And I asked him, why? He said, because I am a weird person.
All right, fair enough.
It was his answer, man. It was his answer, like, well, okay. I mean, and then he smiled, like, it's what it is. It was what he said, it was his answer, and well, that's it. Okay, let's play then an ad now. Then we are not in the game. What do you think now is gonna be? This is like a gamble, but what civilizations now?
It's so hard to say. I mean, we just have one map, so it really could be anything. In terms of like the matchups, he's gonna probably play crossbowman or like archer crossbowman every single game. So maybe Yo wants to go Lithuanians with the faster moving skirmishers, could be a good play. Or maybe he chooses a strong civ like Incas or Malians just to play the crossbowman himself. And I don't think he wants to play another slow civ here. So I don't think he wants to play Burgundians, Poles. Cumans can be okay. Hindustanis they're okay, but again, they're a little bit more boom focused. So if I was Yo, I would pick Lithuanians here. But yeah, it's still so hard to say.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. What they are going to pick. We're about to start and see what is going to happen. Oh, we have 7,000 viewers already, pretty much, Mr. Survivalist, which is very early. But come on, it's semifinals, man. We need to have that waiting for these games, because these games are supposed to be amazing. Hopefully it's going to be great series. We have now HERA versus Mr. Yo. And then again, that classic that was, well, it was always hyped to see a few years ago. It was super crazy battles between the Viper and MBL. Has been a while that we don't get some of the Viper versus MBL in the super latest stages. And here we are with the Viper and MBL favorite there, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty...
Who's the favorite?
Sweet set.
For you.
Well, I think the Viper is probably the favorite in this matchup, I would say. But yeah, MBL's made it this far, so why can't he go further, right?
Yeah, has to be careful. Has to be careful with MBL, the Viper for sure. Tatars, HERA, Mr. Yo Incas. So Mr. Yo is going for a top tier civ. He doesn't want to be 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he needed to bring out one of his good civs here. Just really doesn't want to go down 2 games in a row. If he's behind 1 game, then maybe he can feel the pressure. I think some players, they feel the pressure when they get behind, and that makes them focus a little bit more because they need some kind of stimulation to get them focused, right? So if you're just chilling ahead, maybe you can like chill too much, but if you get behind in a series, then I think some players, they just focus a little bit better in those situations, and Yo is one of those players. So yeah, he's gonna go for one of his best civs, one of his first picks, and yeah, see how it goes.
Well, Incas should be favorite here, but how HERA is playing with Tatars, let's see. Yesterday he picked Tatars against the Aztecs. He lost in that one. Is Incas better than Aztecs? Well, maybe now, probably. So let's see what we are going to see now, because we have Tatars and Incas. It's kind of debate, because if Incas is better than Aztecs, why they still ban Aztecs more than Incas, right? Mr. Survivalist. So we don't really know which one is better. But we have MR.YO as Incas in the south, red, and as a blue, HERA in the north. And in a first look, MR.YO map is just amazing. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, well, having back berries and then back gold is always going to be good. Having a couple of wood lines in the back, 1 wood line in the front, which can be walled, it's pretty good. The wood lines are fairly far from the TC. Not far. This is like the medium distance, I think. So it's still a little hard to get the walls, but Yo is definitely has no problem with walling the whole map. He's, he loves to make his walls pretty big, and he seems to know how to defend them, just getting those houses behind the walls on the way to Castle Age.
And he's telling that, ooh, look at the ships. Just 1 tile away. This is so unfortunate, man. It's really unfortunate. The ships are just there, and he couldn't take it, my goodness.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go for this Rhino, potentially, and will HERA see it? Is HERA going to go for another deer? It looks like HERA's not. HERA not being super greedy with his scouting, and well, here comes the Rhino, but
he's come the lame. He's come the lame.
Yeah.
He's gonna be an oath.
Oh, HERA missed his Rhino. HERA does not even see his Rhino location, so that's why he's not going towards the Eagle, because he doesn't even know about it. And is he gonna find this? Just luckily, though, maybe he's going right. Oh, no, this is so bad for Yo now.
I think he saw it before, because this is kind of too much. Oh, okay. You can see here. He's going away. Let's see now. It's going to be an epic lame like all the day with MBL. He's going away. Look at MR.YO. Now he has to be careful. Oh, he's going to send it back. Hey, peace. HERA. Man, I want to give you. So I'm going to give you back. What is this?
Yeah, well, Yo is sending a villager forward, so he's just trying to like keep the Rhino kind of angry at the Eagle Scout, and well, Yo deciding not to fully send the Vill forward. Yo sent the Vill forward, but then he sent it back, so maybe he just wanted to go get those sheep that he had seen. But yeah.
What is this? He's getting time or what?
He's just running around the forest.
He's just making HERA to be idle or what? Because soon he won't have like an I mean, don't letting him lure is also another kind of lame, Mr. Survivalist. This is pretty sick.
Yeah, but, well, HERA's completely fine. He has his other Rhino, so it's like, yeah, this is preventing HERA from really scouting, but at the cost of Yo's Eagle, I'm not so sure. Yeah, well, neither player's pushing deer, though, so it's like kind of even. True. Yo sending out another villager. I guess he's just bringing in the other sheep.
It's the ships.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been just bringing in all the sheep with his vills. And the Eagle's going to go down here.
But with this thing, with what he did here, another Rhino is going to go back. This is obviously bad. Oh, the Rhino's still coming. Okay, not anymore. But now HERA cannot go up quick as probably he wanted.
Yeah, actually, that went better than I thought. Just the Rhino's out in the middle of nowhere right now. And yeah, HERA's got no hunt to click up. So it's not going to be an ultra fast build from HERA, but he's still going to be able to get up on 20 pop, which is really no issue. And I think that the up times are going to be pretty much the same here. I don't think that Yo is going to be able to get up super early either. Yo looks like he's getting ready to go up on 19, but that's because he lost his eagle. So I mean, it's still going to be 20 pop.
So it was worth it this? It was worth it this or not? Losing the eagle when your opponent has the scout full HP, I'm not so sure. Also, your exploration is kind of low. It's true that with Incas you can do now more eagles. So, I mean, he will have a scout soon again, but...
Yeah,
yeah,
well, Yo is making the barracks now, so is he actually going to go for men-at-arms? Because he's getting it pretty early, so this almost looks like... or maybe just, like, making the 2 militia on the way to the feudal age. Could be an okay play, but is Yo going to be able to click up? I think he will. He'll probably have enough food here, just barely. But that's 20 villager timing, so that's late by today's standards. And he's probably going to start making militia here.
Yeah, but HERA is just 19, so they're basically one village different, which is okay. He has now the Incas, he's not going yet on goal. I don't know if he's going to make the militias. He should probably do it. Or directly to archers. You need to go to goal, and now he's standing 3 villages on goal, so militias will come. No,
it just looks like it's a fake drush. He just made the barracks, but didn't really use it. So, okay, so Yo is putting one of his villagers inside that little hole for the mining camp. That's going to be the most efficient way to do it, but also, if HERA ever comes with any kind of ranged unit, he's going to have to delete the mining camp to get that bill out of there. So, it's a pretty risky play on Arabia to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I will delete it, but still, he's going to wall far from the wood. And look at the walls he's doing. I like these walls a lot. Because he's going to wall really far from the wood. Then he's going to wall probably where the barrack is, still the forest. Maybe he's going to make the archery range there. And then he just need to protect the gold. That I wouldn't mind if he's doing a tower, honestly. With that, how exposed it is, you make a tower, you still have a stone to make TCs in castles with Incas because they are cheaper. And you are full protected here, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, could be a good play. We'll see what his plan is. It's going to be an archery range to start, which just makes sense. And yeah, Yo is going to be making a spearman. He's making a spearman just, I guess, to deal with the enemy scout. And it'll give him a little bit more scouting because eagles in feudal age take 60 seconds to build, whereas spearmen are like what, 21 seconds, 22 seconds?
Yeah,
I think
like a little more or less.
But anyway, yeah, it's a lot less time, and so Yo really needs to have some scouting, and also I guess it's just to protect his walling villager here. But yeah, Yo does need to see what HERA is doing, because Tatars, they can really do anything. They don't have to play archers. They could play scouts. So it's just a safety measure making this.
But he's not going. He's going for the archery range. As you can see, no horse collar. Now he will have the horse collar. I insist. If I was Mr. Yo, he's full protected already on the front. I will do a tower on the goal. At least that he want to wall the whole map. If he want to wall... But it's easier just to make a tower there, because if you make a tower and a few houses, you are pretty much protected completely. Ooh. Scout need to go away. And well, HERA is now discovering that his opponent is on an archery range. But against the Incas, you know that Incas is going to do this, Mr. Survivalist. Barrack, archery range, and then from there can do anything. Spear, eagles, eagle scout, archers. So you have to deal with that army.
Yeah, exactly. And is Yo going to be able to get this wall up? Probably, yeah. The scout can't really deny this. The archer's coming. The archer is going to be able to harass this spearman a little bit, but it's not really the biggest deal. The fact that HERA's on archers just means the spearman's kind of going to be useless anyways, so it's whatever.
But why he's not sending the archers? Send the archer and defend the spear. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, he wants to just build up numbers. He doesn't want to reveal what he has in there, because HERA doesn't know if it's skirmishers or archers or whatever yet. And the spearman is drawing this little force down to the bottom, so now the archers are going to sneak out, and HERA's not going to know about this. HERA is, of course, massing archers at home, so he's going to have enough to defend here, no problem. But if these archers somehow sneak around to the back into the woodline area, and Yo could get some damage, as long as he doesn't run in the front, which he is going to run in the front here. But, well, of course, Yo doesn't really have proper scouting because he lost his eagle early, so he has no clue where to send his guys, because he just didn't scout at all. He's going to find the berries. Yep. But finding the berries, he's not even going to get a just really nice wall from HERA. If Yo had better scouting, he would have showed up at the back of the wood line before HERA could see, and then he gets like 2 kills, and then he's going to get spot. But this is going to be fine for HERA.
No, he's gonna be fine. No, he's gonna be ahead probably because he has more archers. He's gonna have fletching, and now fletching is a little bit faster also for HERA. So those archers not gonna do anything. The good thing here for MR.YO, well, he's fully walled. He's fully walled right now. He's fully walled, completely blast with palisade at the back. Now he's getting the hill, which is fine. And let's see if he's gonna be able. The scout is gonna be with the full HP. Look how important it is that the scout is alive with full HP. Probably MR.YO is not gonna take here any kill. Well, he took one archer.
Yeah.
No,
two archers.
In the last one, okay, that was fine actually.
Yep. 2 archers for 3. It's not the worst trade in the world. And yeah, of course, that bought a lot of time for Yo to get his walls up. Is he going to be able to secure his walls against crossbowmen and potentially cavalry archers, though? Because Tatars, they're one of the few civs that you can go crossbowmen into cav archers, and it's a pretty good play because they have free thumb ring and then also the hill bonus where they get extra damage on the hills. So Tatar's really great civ to go for those cav archers. And
archery range.
Yeah. Well, he's going to need to play crossbowman because, well, what else can you do? You can't go eagles when your opponent can potentially go cav archers here, especially with thumb ring.
What I mean is that second archery range right now, look at HERA economy is insane. I was expecting instead of the second archery range right now, maybe really the market and try to go for the market play. Because right now, with HERA economy, which is sick, look at the farming, 14 farmers, while his opponent has already 11, 3 less, but HERA has been done those farmers like quite a goal. He has an outpost here, so if we go to his point of view, you see that he can see absolutely everything, like everything, and he's clicking up to Castle Age. So, he need to do damage here, which is not gonna happen because he has the outpost, perfect outpost here. He has spotted the army here, and now HERA is gonna be again with a brutal position because he's clicking up to Castle Age in minute 17 one more time.
Yeah, but HERA is completely out of position with his army, so this small army with the 2 skirmishers is going to force a bunch of walls in the back, and then probably not going to kill any vills here, but still forcing these walls, keeping HERA's army back and not shooting walls on the front is going to give Yo a little bit of time, and Yo, of course, he's going to be up later, but he has the 2 ranges working, so he's going to have enough units kind of in the back, and Yo's bringing another little force to keep HERA off these berries. It's going to be super annoying for HERA to deal with, but since HERA still has gold, he's probably going to be able to still get his upgrades here once he reaches the Castle Age.
Yeah, so annoying the scout too. Look how the value of that scout, why with the archer is not in the berries, he's trying to kill a little bit more. He's good at now, MR.YO has good army. He killed a villager here. He's doing a good job here, MR.YO. But you need to kill those archers. Look at HERA. Look at HERA cleaning all the archers, doing an amazing job killing all this. He's gonna take the scout. No! The micro! That micro for the Canadian, pretty sick right now. Yes, MR.YO is gonna go up, but HERA here has cleaned quite a lot. Like really quite a lot, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. But the one thing is that HERA doesn't really have that huge of an army here. No. So yeah, he's got 10 guys, which it's enough to make a crossbow timing work. But guess where the archers are? They're chilling inside the TC because all of this pressure from Yo. So HERA's gonna need to try and sneak his army out, maybe the bottom or maybe out the top. But then how is he gonna defend against these few feudal units behind his woodline, stuff like that? I guess he can use reinforcements. But HERA's probably gonna need to go now, otherwise he's not gonna get any damage done. So he might just add TCs. HERA might just add TCs, because I think his window for pressure is going to be...
Oh, Siege?
Not super... Okay, he's going to go Siege as well, so he's going to play 1 TC, I guess. Okay.
I mean, he probably doesn't want to go for the late Castle Age against Incas. Incas is quite sick civilization, and he felt that right now he's in a good position, which it is. He's in a good position, but he can make siege at home too. And just look what he's doing now, MR.YO. He's doing everything. Double archery range, double barrack, now doing houses to defend the front completely. Obviously, the area at the back is unprotected, but he can make a tower there. I don't know what army is going to do here, MR.YO, because the Crows with Thambrin are used coming. So is he gonna have an old army here to counter? Incas is very dangerous, but this amount of archers with Thambrin is very dangerous as well. So
Yeah.
Siege was up for Mr. Yo, survivalist maybe, as well?
Maybe. Unfortunately, HERA did forget to get Bodkin Arrow, so I'm not sure what happened there. But he doesn't, like, with Bodkin Arrow, you do 2 damage per hit to the walls, but without it, you only do 1 damage per hit, so it's a huge upgrade against Palisade walls right now. And, yeah, just HERA making Siege from home. He's going to try and push in with the Siege. He sees that Eagles are going to be produced here, and he's probably going to have to add in more crossbow. Now Bodkin Arrow coming in, so no problems there.
He's doing the Bodkin now. We can see, guys, that he's doing the Eagle Warrior. He has 5. Remember that these Eagle civilizations, Mr. Yo has 3 villages more. And when he's able to mass Eagles, Mr. Yo should be just fine here against that army. Even if he got the Thunder, he's doing the Monastery too. And what Mr. Yo want to go right now is all in 1 TC, same as HERA. So, full aggression here. Let's see, he's getting the hill advantage, which I love it. Very nice here, but those Eagles he's getting the square is 3 barracks. How many Eagles he need to take this, Mr. Survival? He has 7 already?
Oh, not that many. Yeah,
that many,
I mean,
right?
there's... Yeah, he probably needs to have about maybe like 9 of them or so to comfortably take this. And HERA's adding in Knights as well, which means less crossbowmen, less potential for booming, stuff like that. So HERA's kind of doing that Knight crossbowman army, which is really strong, but it does take a bit of time to get into. So we'll see if it ends up being okay. Now, adding in Knights prevents Eagles from really counterattacking, which is really nice. So HERA's going to be just fine against these 3 Eagles running forward. And this Mangonel from Yo, is he going to get some bada booms here?
I'm not so sure. He's trying to repair, not really. He's gonna lose that one. The Mangonel is there. The Monk is going to be there too, so he's gonna be able now to convert the Knight. He's doing another barrack. Both are going extremely aggressive. One barrack is down, but now with the Monk, he has to go back. Eagles is 9 Eagles. His opponent 18 crossbows. So, Eagles are going to be +2. And now with that army, he's probably going to be able to push it back. I don't know. He's controlling the army really well. HERA is not taking any risk right now because survivalist. He doesn't need to take any single risk at the moment, right? But if his opponent keep massing Eagles, oh, that was, oof, not the best move there by HERA with those. But as I was telling you, the Eagles here now gonna be more and more dangerous, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah. Well, and there's no overchop in the back, but the thing is that HERA has these Knights, and Knights, even with no upgrades, are pretty decent. Their base stats are pretty good, so you just add those in. We have a little Mangonel skirmish in the middle of the map here. Let's see how that goes. Both players backing off a little bit.
Okay, he has to be careful. I'm checking out those Knights at the back. As you mentioned, they are dealing with pure Eagles. He needs to go back. Second TC for both players at the same time. Mr. Yo is still with 5 villages ahead. Why 5 villages ahead? Because HERA just did wheelbarrow. So basically, they are almost the same. HERA is still with good numbers. Here, the Eagles are just going to go away. Look at the Mangonel shot. He didn't take any damage from here. And now wheelbarrow as well for Yo. The advantage is, well, the game is so close. This game is really, really close. It feels that one battle can give the game for one player or the other because it can snowball. Even more with those units. The Eagles are just coming out from behind, and HERA can see the Eagles. He definitely can. That outpost survival is just absolutely amazing because he's gonna see absolutely everything.
Yeah, exactly. It was spotting Feudal Army from earlier, now it's spotting the Eagles. So really nice heads-up play by HERA, and he's able to react really well. One problem with HERA's crossbowmen is that most of them are almost dead, or at least a lot of them are almost dead. So if Yo decides to take a fight against those crossbowmen, the Eagles are going to dominate. And we see a big battle in the front here, potentially. Mangonel versus...
Oh, he almost took it, but as you mentioned, let's see if he's going to be... Oh, that was a good micro here, but now he's taking also the mangoes. He needs to go and clean, but he's doing a great job. Oh my god, HERA is killing all the Eagles here. He's microing perfectly, but he's inside also with the Eagles and raiding. 19 army, 21, both with the same village number. Those Eagles now can dominate also on HERA's base, but HERA is walling like a base and he's protecting his economy. No point to get any damage here.
Yeah, well, HERA lost like six Knights on the hill against those Eagles while he was microing on the front. So honestly, even if these Eagles don't accomplish anything more, they killed like 6 Knights already. So they already accomplished what they needed to do. But HERA is pulling ahead a little bit in the villager count here, just slightly, because Yo is just adding his 3rd TC now, whereas HERA's been on 3 TCs for a little bit longer. And Tatar's with the free sheep from the TC. They're able to keep the TCs running really, really smoothly.
Those Eagles, survival
yeah,
is
the Eagles,
trapped.
they're trapped.
Yeah, they're trapped. Amazing, amazing trap here with those Eagles.
Yeah.
All right.
And the monks are out of position from Yo, and HERA's gonna
Mr.
pick them off for
Yo.
free.
Mr. Yo, not microing. This is so important, but you know there is action all over. It's in front, also killing Knights. Ready now with the Eagles. This is the problem. Their army all over, and now Mr. Yo has so many units. Let's see the mango. No. Ooh, almost losing both players. He's gonna take it. No, HERA is just moving those mangoes like God right. Oh, he lost it at the end. 1 for 1. Pretty sick game right now. And who is winning this game? Because I really don't know, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, it's really even. Both players are in about the same position. I would say that HERA's got the better army, but Yo kind of donating some Eagles here. Not sure what he hopes to accomplish by fighting the Knights and Crossbone under the TC there. A little bit sloppy there. Maybe just let his units go forward when he didn't mean to. But yeah, more Eagles, more monks coming in for Mr. Yo. And with the monk edition, he's going to be able to fight back these Knights a little bit easier. But HERA didn't add any upgrades on his Knights, so it's not as big of a deal to get converted. They're just going to get one shot by all the Crossbone mass.
Yeah, but that's the thing. These Eagles are cheap. He is still spamming and spamming. HERA will need to do something else, I have the feeling. It's true that Yo is not taking the best battles, if you ask me, with the army. He has, as you mentioned, donated a lot. Look at the KD. The score is 900, the score ahead for HERA, because the KD is insane. But we all know that with these civilizations, this score doesn't matter too much, because now he's adding the pikes, and if you do the right army, Mr. Yo will still be okay. It's true that HERA has 37 farmers, so his economy is looking great, and now he's doing finally the upgrade. Scale bar in armor, but pikes will be there, so I don't know. Military number is almost the same, but it's very similar as well. Mr. Yo need a castle forward or something, because if not, I think HERA economy is gonna be just too powerful, or not, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, Mr. Yo, he's definitely going to need to make something happen somehow. Not necessarily a forward castle, but he's going to need to get on a wood line, kill a bunch of villagers. He's killing a bunch of villagers on the front. Well, one villager goes down on the front for HERA, and these Eagles in the back are just keeping HERA's army in the back. So these Eagles under this forward TC are deadly.
Yeah, but now he's killing Village in front. He's creating chaos. This is what you need to do. He's gonna kill some units. You have to be careful. Look how he's controlling the Knights and the Crossbows. He's still gonna kill some Knights, okay. But the good thing is that he's sending few groups of Eagles. Now those Eagles are killing Knights as well and gonna kill more Villages. Village numbers is getting closer. As you can see, he's taking more. Mr. Yo, 8 Village kill with 0 loss. Coming out with the mango. And now Yo is using the Inca's power. He's spamming. He's spamming non-stop. Yep. He's spamming non-stop survivalist. And he's looking very nice for Mr. Yo.
Yeah. So one thing is that Mr. Yo, he's prioritizing unit production over villager production. So he's making sure that all of his barracks are working, all of his siege workshops working, and then if he has extra food left over, then he builds villagers. So that's why Mr. Yo hasn't been able to quite catch up in builds, but that's also why Mr. Yo has a huge army, and that was a huge bada boom.
It's a huge bada boom. He take a lot now. The Knights are coming. This is a lot of army, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yo, even if the score is still looking ahead for HERA, I don't know if you agree, Survivalist, but he's looking very good now for the Chinese player, and he's getting closer and closer to probably drop a castle here in that area. We will see. This is a lot of Knights and Crossbows, but those things are now super powerful, like really powerful. And but he has the Thunder, he has the Bodkin. He took a lot, but he's still spamming like crazy. Look at the Incas has still more army all the time. What the hell? Amazing amount of army.
I mean, yeah, he's spamming from 5 barracks, and yeah, he's making villagers when he can, but it's mainly military production that Mr. Yo is focusing on here, and it seems to be paying off. As you were saying, like, Mr. Yo needs to make something happen, and we're going to be seeing a forward castle right on HERA's face.
Ooh,
that's what we're seeing. And look, Redemption is it? Or is it Redemption? Oh, never mind, no. But yeah, no. Castle's coming down.
The castle is there. That. The castle is there. Ooh, do you like that castle, Survivalist? I like that castle a lot.
Oh, yeah. And you know what it does? It doesn't only take HERA's front. It takes 2 golds away from HERA. Where is HERA's gold? He has 2 piles in the back. Well, he is mining that neutral. If Mr. Yo finds that neutral gold, HERA's gonna be having a lot of problems here. And he knows about it. He just needs to send units up there.
Yeah, well, the good thing, HERA, is that he has some good food incoming, and he's only now 5 villages different. The castle is gonna be there. Castle as well for HERA. This castle is just fantastic. He's killing more and more villages now. Oh my god, now he's taking a lot. Echo KD, 25 villages killed, 0 villages lost, taking the goal, and Mr. Yo is about to go up. He's taking the score lead, and I really don't know how the Canadian can really come back here now. Imperial Age going up to Imperial can be an oath here because we'll need some numbers, and soon he's gonna go in and take all that army with this amount of eagles he has.
Yeah, well, exactly. HERA's he's going up, but Tatars, they don't even have Arbalister, so what is his plan? He's gonna go Keshik. Is Keshik gonna be the answer here? Potentially. Keshiks, they are pretty cheap for what you get. They're a low gold cost unit, and they generate gold as they fight, so... Well, HERA has just enough gold to make maybe a small army of Keshiks. If he can get a second castle down, maybe to protect the back farms, he could be okay. But this army is rolling in from Mr. Yo.
It's complicated. I mean, I don't know. I was maybe expecting him to go Rams. If he was going Rams now, he can kill HERA's castle, honestly, with the amount of army he has. But now he's going. He's so many Eagles. You think those Eagles can dominate the Crows and the Knights? Obviously, HERA has a great control with his military. But if he's taking this, that's why he's doing a tower. But that's the problem. If you go Keshik, you want more castles. If you spend the stone in more towers, it's going to be a big problem here. 146 population. He's still going to raid more and more. It's crazy that HERA is still in the game when he has lost 30 villages. 30 villages, and now he's gonna lose how many? How many, Mr. Survivalist? Let's see the Eagles.
Yeah, it really depends on the fight. Now, this is a bad fight for Yo, actually. Yo probably shouldn't have been there. This tower, I think HERA got this tower to snipe monks, potentially. And it keeps the Mangonels back a little bit. And one Mangonel goes down to those Tatar villagers on the hill.
Yeah, look how he controls
the
archers. Control the archers really, really well, but still these are so powerful. The Knights still not fully upgraded. He still have a lot of army. HERA has good army too. Okay, he's trying to come with Keshik forward, but he still have army. He's still raiding constantly all the time. It's not possible. It's really not possible. He has now 20 villages more. Mr. Yo is on the way to Imperial. He's gonna take those. Well, how many villages has killed already? He's taking everything here now, HERA, but he's still raiding. The problem here for HERA, even if he's doing some good battles, he's constantly being raided. Survival. All the game.
Yeah, but HERA is up first. He's gonna be able to make trebuchets first, or well, something. He's got Keshiks in the queue right now, but he should be able to use his mobility and potentially build up enough Keshiks to fight this. But we're already seeing Kamyuks come in, and Kamyuks are gonna be just the ultimate counter here to this.
They melt. You saw that he was going to make a castle forward, but he stopped it. He went back because he saw it. He saw it. That castle that HERA was going to do was going to be much better. But now, this second castle defensive at home is just fantastic for Mr. Yo. He's going to defend his gold, the stone. He's not going to be in problems against that army. And now, with 20 villages more and more army, it's going to be so complicated for the Canadian that he is still with the score lead. But now it's for the KD only, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, but if HERA can take back his golds in the middle of the map there, I think he has a chance here. I don't think it's completely over at this point because HERA with mobile units and HERA with raiding, he can make anything happen, really.
Yeah, but look at the Eagles now. The Eagles are again in the farmers. He has no farming. This is the problem. He's doing chemistry, and I think what he wants is not mobility. He wants hand cannoniers as yesterday. But HERA, even if he's great, he has no hand card, no heavy plow. He's missing upgrades. He's getting raided, and he doesn't have just the economy. He just doesn't have the economy. He's doing all the right moves, but right now it's almost impossible. He's getting raided big time. And the castle is gonna be down, yes, but look at these ratings, and it's gonna be now +4. I really don't know how he can take back from these elite Eagle Warriors, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's gonna have to hope that Yo throws a few more Eagles to his Keshiks, and he's just gonna need to try and raid. Maybe HERA can get in the back with these Keshiks once that one tree gets chopped and there's overchop, but he really has to hope for a miracle here, I think.
Yeah, look at the castle he's doing. I mean, you were talking about recover the gold, but he's doing immediately another castle again in the same spot. Those E's are +4 and elite already well in 4 seconds. And those villages are not gonna die even too fast. They have the upgrades. You know, they have the upgrades as you can see. It's not a spending village, but still very strong village here with the Incas. And wow, the population now is super strong for Yo. He has 180, 120 HERA. And it's still raiding. He has killed 51 villages in the game. And look how those villages don't die, Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. Just 2 damage per hit from those crossbowmen. The crossbowman couldn't do anything. And the castle just goes up because of that. So really nice for Mr. Yo to have those upgrades on the Eagles. And, well, I think that HERA is kind of at the limit here. Not sure. He's gonna go hand cannons and just hope for the best here, but you know, the slingers could come in, the arbalisters could come in. Yo has a lot of options. And,
GG!
yeah, it's just over.
GG!
Exactly.
1-1. GG 1-1 for Mr. Yo. And the series as we wanted, Mr. Survivalist looks that it's gonna be a strong, close series, my goodness. Oh, Pumuckl, KOTD5 ticket, my goodness. Thank you so much. Well, what do you think, Mr. Survivalist? Very nice game. I think HERA played well, but Incas is very powerful.
Yeah. So it just feels like HERA's really good in the earlier stages of the game, where it's just he puts on that early pressure, but Yo is a beast. If he doesn't take too much damage, if he gets to the sort of mid game to late game, he really knows how to make a comeback happen or use the advantages from the later stages of the gaming. Not just about timings, but just about building the momentum from behind. And so I think if the games are short, HERA's going to have the advantage. If the games go longer, Yo seems to be on top of things here. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how the next Civ matchups are going to go, how the map's going to play out.
Well, we all know that Yo is that kind of a player that the longer the games goes, the better he plays. Like 100%. I mean,
yeah,
has been for like this for forever, you know? Forever. So it's what you say. That's why probably he picked those civilizations that they are not too aggressive, let's say. Like he felt comfortable with the Burgundians, with the Kumans, with the late game.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So it just really comes down to if he can defend until he gets to the situation that he wants. But yeah, it looks like the players have selected their civilizations, and it's going to be Gujara's Lithuanians.
Oh my god. This is nice because we're talking about defensive civilizations, and I don't see any defensive civilization here.
Yeah, well, Yo using his Lithuanians here, and Gujara's, well, with those Shrivamsha riders, could be a problem. Gujara's really like to open with crossbowmen because their main issue is kind of dealing with infantry in Castle Age. They don't really have a great counter other than crossbowmen, so they're kind of forced to play crossbowmen and then add something in after that. But Lithuanians with the faster moving skirmishers can kind of shut down the crossbowman play. So I think Lithuanians is going to be very, very strong here. But of course, Gujara's with the super camels is going to shut down Leitis. It's going to shut down Knights pretty hard. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting matchup for sure.
We have to also remind that Mr. Yo is picking second, third, and fourth pick. Very strong picks already. Look, Incas, Lithuanians, and Franks. While HERA now picked Gujara's, but he picked his, some of his last picks in the previous one. So, in theory, this is a little bit better, but you never know with this kind of thing, right? You never know with these kind of things, and we are going to start, guys. Yes, super exciting. Game number 3. Gujara's Lithuanians. You were talking about the Sibs, but what do you prefer here, Mr.
They prefer the Lithuanians, honestly. Gujars are pretty insane if they can get to Chakram and the Shrivamsha rider, but it's so hard to get to that point. And I think that Lithuanians, with the extra food that they start with, and then also just those faster moving skirms, gives you so much defensive potential, and it gives you potential to even go aggressive as well. So, yeah, Lithuanians is really nice. And of course, collecting relics gives you the extra attack on knights. So they have a lot of bonuses going for them. And also, even every TC that you make gives you that 100 extra food. So Lithuanians, they're pretty good at booming these days too. So, yeah, whereas Gujars, of course, they can put the sheep inside the mill, which is a pretty good bonus, but it's a little bit nerfed compared to what it used to be, so it still works out to be maybe just a little bit over an extra villager working on food, which is quite nice, which is why people are still using them. But they do have a bit of a hole against the infantry play in the mid-game. Like, pikemen can be a bit hard for them to deal with if they don't go crossbowmen, so it just means that they're probably going to go crossbowmen, the Gujars. So they're really predictable, I think.
Look at this. The Rhino, man. The Rhino is coming with the lame, and now he's going to take the lame. Because the camel is really far. So it's Gujara's that is obviously a weird, awkward build order with one rhino less. HERA is coming, but HERA doesn't see where the rhino is. No. That's not gonna be denied. Mr. Yo has to be careful to don't go too far. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yo is laming. No! It went
he
back,
missed it,
man.
and it's gonna be uphill. Wait. Maybe did he hit it twice?
Goodness!
I think he hit it twice. Yeah. So the Rhino only got one hit there because the Rhino was moving back. If you do it perfectly, you only have to take one hit from the Rhino. And Yo moving back at the perfect time. He is gonna get that in. He did make a little mistake there, but he recovered. It's not the biggest deal. And Gajar's missing one of their boars. That's just so bad for them because HERA's gonna have to start eating his sheep. That's gonna reduce his passive food income, or he's gonna have to push deer, which means that he's not gonna have any scouting. And Mr. Yo's got to be so happy about that.
All right, but do you think that pushing the deers is gonna be up in a good time? But he will be very short on food, and I don't know. For Gujara, it's really terrible.
Yeah, exactly. So he will be short on food. Of course, he is going to open with archers, but yeah, like he might have to take a couple of sheep here just to get that early feudal age economy pretty smooth. But yeah, Mr. Yo, he's ahead 2 boars, and now he's also going to start pushing some deer. So he's going to have tons of food to work with. He's going to be able to do really anything.
HERA is still missing 2 sheep on the left. Also.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, he thought that they got lamed, I guess. So that's just a disaster.
This is a disaster for the Canadian, for sure. Yeah. Like, he's not spawning. Obviously, he's pushing now the... I mean, if he pushes that Sevra and is able to then bring 2 sheep from the male now and then find the sheep later, then it's okay. I think he might. But if you think that his opponent has limit and then he's not finding those sheep ever, then it's a disaster.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
look
exactly.
at this. 8 villages on berry survival. Now he put the sheep back.
He needs to.
This build order is...
It's just a bit of a hard thing to play if you're Gujaras or even something like Chinese. Just civs that rely on having all of the food income to really make their bonuses work. If you get lamed, it's just really hard to recover from. And Mr. Yo getting that early barracks down. And, well, he's going to be trying to apply pressure as soon as possible here. So he's going to click up. Let's see if he actually makes a militia this game. Because, well, last game he made the barracks but didn't use it. So,
yeah, but now HERA... But now Survivalist HERA is feeling better. He found the 2 ships. He's gonna send to the mill. His uptime is still amazing. And even with this lame, he's up in a very, very good time. 19 population. So... it is okay for now. The thing is now, what is going to be his approach? Because scouts with this short foot doesn't look like an option, right? It has to do, what, directly into archers?
Yeah, probably. He kind of has to go archers, try and defend the militia that are going to be coming in, and then try and force mistakes from Mr. Yo. If you go scouts, you just can't fight anything that Mr. Yo throws at you, and you just die. With this kind of open map, maybe if the map was closed, or a lot more closed, then he could go scouts. But on this map, it's just suicide to go for scouts, because you just die to really anything. And yeah, he's going to try and get whatever walls he can. Maybe
3 militias, survivalists.
The wood lines. But yeah, the 3 militia coming forward. Oof. And those are kind of the free units that Mr. Yo got from just getting that extra boar pretty much. So it's not really costing Yo too much, even if he doesn't get anything done. But might as well make them and try and get a little bit more pressure happening here.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen. The 3 militias are coming. 3 militias are coming. He's doing the archery range. But HERA find... those 3 militias. Did he see the militia? Well, it was in the LOS here, but I think he probably didn't notice. He's going around, Mr. Yo. He's going around. He's going to go to the mill. He's doing the man at arm. No, he's going for the goal right now. And HERA need to go back. This is really bad because now he can't have the goal. And if you cannot have the goal, the archery range is up, okay, but he's going to be able to take a village. I think one village should be down here. That village is down. He's going to save it with the spear.
Nice. Save!
Unbelievable! He saved the damn village! Sick! Saved by HERA!
Yeah, well, the spearman, he was just getting them to block the men-at-arms, and that's why the scout is so important, because the scout is faster, but the spearman can block men-at-arms because the spear are faster than men-at-arms. So, yeah, really nice play by HERA to block that. It looks so simple, but it's actually pretty difficult to block units.
It's difficult. I mean,
yeah, you need a lot of APM, but HERA's got that.
It was simple, I don't hype like this, you know? It's not simple. It's difficult, man. It's difficult to do that. Also, that you get nervous as well, and so on. And well, it's pretty sick. Like really sick. Okay, the men at arms are there, and now HERA stabilized, and MR.YO is the one who is now with the idle TC.
Yeah, exactly. So in the end, that ended up being not the worst for HERA. He didn't lose a villager. It's pretty much like the game is pretty even. Yo does still have these men-at-arms, so HERA has to be careful of these men-at-arms. But other than that, the ranged unit battle is going to be fairly even. Of course, Lithuanians with the faster moving skirms, if you get out of position at all as the opposing player to Lith, you're going to lose the archers. So HERA has to be careful.
And survivalist, the economy for Yo right now, it is much better. It's true that he didn't make double attacks. That's a mistake, but he still have a lot of ships under the TC. That's the beauty of the lane he did, you know, so he has more echo, but he need to remember about the upgrades. Not doing double attacks is kinda huge here, but now he's already in the goal, and that army has already fletching survival. Already fletching is gonna be really annoying and difficult to stop.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Yo just prioritizing fletching over double bits. So in this situation where there's potential to have pressure happening, I think it's completely fine to miss out on the eco upgrades in favor of military upgrades. Now, these two archers from HERA, they're just chasing these men-at-arms in the back, but not contributing to defending. And how is HERA going to make more archers when he doesn't have any gold income? He just can't. He has a little bit of gold in the bank. He's going to be able to get fletching down, but yeah, he can basically make fletching and maybe 2 more archers. He's going to go for skirms for now. Is our Lithuanian player going to add a stable behind this? We'll see if MR.YO wants to go for a stable just to really continue with the pressure, but looks like MR.YO is adding armor and more skirmishers. So instead of adding scouts to deal with the skirms, he's just going to add his own skirms, which is probably a better play as Lith with those faster moving skirms.
Yeah, because also if you are doing this, if you keep the pressure and your opponent is not able to counter this, I believe that MR.YO eventually should be faster to up to castle. He should be in a better position to go up to castle. It's no survivalist.
Yeah, oh yeah. This pressure is going to really hurt HERA's economy a lot because that forward gold, he's just, like, HERA can never take that forward gold again. These skirmishers are just going to be way too strong. It's not like HERA can really invest into scouts here because this is too expensive, so it's just going to be skirm v skirm, but Yo is just going to have more skirms and they're going to be faster moving, so it really comes down to Yo making a mistake, maybe getting his units trapped here, because, well, HERA does have more skirms here. And, yeah, well, let's see the battle.
Like having
yeah,
good
this
army,
battle's super important.
Yeah, let's see this battle now. He's coming with the army, he's trying to get the hill advantage. The men-at-arms are there, but if he micro properly, he's gonna be fine. HERA is well known for microing like God, and he's just microing really well. Military numbers are still similar, but those men-at-arms still alive. He's trying to focus now on the camel. Killing the camel is huge, it's really important. So those men-at-arms got the value. MR.YO is still with more army. It's so difficult, this situation, because look at the economy now. Survival is for HERA. He has 600 wood, and he's unable to recover the goal.
Yeah, HERA, he's going to add a bunch of farms, so he is going to spend his wood now, but, well, we'll see if it's too late. Maybe HERA needs to add another range or something, because Yo is completely open. Yo has double range, so HERA with 1 range isn't going to be able to keep up with production of Yo. If MR.YO just uses both of his ranges here and a map is open, well, he's just going to have double the army, and HERA's not going to be able to fight that, even if he ends up taking a hill.
MR.YO is not microing well. He lost the men-at-arms there for nothing, basically. When he shouldn't lose at all. He still have more army because he has double archery range, but he should have a lot more, and having 1 army more is definitely not great. For me, in this position that now the KD is 8-8, I think this is very good for HERA. Now he's gonna take probably another skirmish. If he's not taking it because they are faster, and well, he's trying to make a counter-attack again. Oh, this is smart now. Okay, MR.YO did really a good move here now, because he see how those skirmishes from HERA are out of position. Now he's also behind the woodland. He's attacking in several spots at the same time, and this is a moment crucial now in the game, Mr. Survivalist.
Yep. And HERA sending his skirmishers all the way back home to defend against this, but meanwhile, well, his archers are going forward, skirm's going back. HERA can't get any damage done on the front because MR.YO just has his reinforcements chilling at the perfect location. And yeah, HERA's going to be able to push this back, but the damage has been done. yeah, he didn't lose any vills, but getting taken off of gold for so long, getting taken off of the wood line for so long, that's going to be really hard for HERA to recover from. Now, HERA is floating a little bit more resources here.
So make a stable survivalist here, HERA?
Well,
look at the resources.
It's so hard to say, maybe.
But scouts could save him.
Yeah, he's going to need to do something. And it's either add more military now or try and get up to Castle Age and get to those Shrivamsha riders. Because those are probably the two options here. Yeah, maybe add a stable for scouts now or try and get to Shrivamshas. It's really like one or the other.
Survivalist, Hiseko is amazing. Like, if he's doing now a stable, it's fine. Because look at, he's floating even 600 foot with the damage that MR.YO is doing. He didn't kill more than a Valeria. He's now doing the tower. I think it's a good tower, to be honest. You don't want to be greedy because he's still sending more army. But if he's unable to do this tower, it can be terrible for the Canadian. Let's see. He's coming with the schemes. He's doing a palisade gate here, trying to block that archer. But now that tower will be up. Look at those resources. He only need to drop that goal to be up to castle. It's Mr. Survivalist. What is this?
Yeah, exactly. He's going to go up, and the power of the Shrivamsha Rider is going to be clear once he gets up, because those things just eat everything. They don't take any damage, and they just eat everything.
How you call them? How you call them? Those things?
Shrivamsha?
Those things. No, you say those things. You know, like those things.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
those weird things. Those weird units,
amazing,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Amazing unit.
okay. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. But yeah, Yo he's walling, so he knows Shrivamshas are gonna come in, so he knows that he needs to full wall everything, because if there's like 3 of them running under a CC, Yo is dead. So he needs to secure everything. Yo is idling to go up, or he was idling. He will maybe cancel this fill and go up. He's just gonna let it happen. So HERA's gonna have a timing here where he's gonna be able to make some Shrivamshas. There's the stable, maybe a second stable as well. And Yo is going to need to have some kind of answer to that. And,
it's possible, Survivalist, that with this position, HERA is on the way to castle 1 minute faster than his opponent.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Well, that's just what happens when you go 2 range against 1 range. The 1 range player is going to have less investment into the military, and Yo didn't micro super well, as you were saying. So HERA just being able to retain his units a little bit better, get the most out of his 1 range units, and yeah, somehow HERA's up first. And how is Yo going to react? He has a bunch of vills on stone, so Yo is going for lightest opening.
He will latest, man. And honestly, latest take everything, man. He's doing now the stable finally, but the stable probably is not even for the knights. It's just to the bloodlines and husbandry. He will do the castle in top of that hill, and in top of that hill, he might protect both goals. Then he's gonna be wall on the right, and if he's wall complete on the right and make the castle there, where HERA can do damage to MR.YO, he can't.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, MR.YO is just doing the stone mining upgrade. He will buy a stone to make the castle. He need to wall there a little bit because he has still 40 seconds. And those camels are gonna be dangerous here. MR.YO need to wall. Don't want to lose all this army here because he might lose a lot. I don't know if he's gonna be in time, MR.YO. He's gonna be in time, MR.YO. Survivalist, let me know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. HERA actually just opening camels, so he's not even going Shrivamsha, he's just making camels. MR.YO losing all of his unit, and MR.YO is not quite fully walled, so he's gonna have to rush up some walls. Is he gonna go for a castle here? There's skirms here. What are these vills doing? Oh, he's just gonna wall, okay? Okay, and his castle's gonna go on the hill here. He's sending all of his farmers as well. He knows how important this castle is, and he knows he needs to get that up. How many vills are gonna go down? Probably none. I think he's getting it in time. And you know, camels don't do that much damage to the villagers. Maybe 1 goes down here. We'll see. Yeah, he's probably gonna lose 1.
Yeah, but he was right. Maybe he's gonna lose more than 1 actually. But the castle is gonna be up, and you don't want to really commit too much now, Mr. HERA, because if you commit a lot, you're gonna lose all the army. 2-3 villains down, he's gonna be fine. He's losing 2 villains only, and now those skirmishes are going to the damn hell. The camels are going to go around, it seems, but he's gonna start to make ladies. Ladies is a brutal unit, and having also monks behind this, I don't think that Gurjaras is a threat or a big threat to Lithuanians anymore. I don't know what you think, man.
Well, the Gurjaras, their camels are super good, and Yo didn't quite wall this side, and camels are getting in on the stone. Yeah, he's open in 2 places, so that's
open.
not the greatest.
Yeah, but why he didn't wall those villas? This is the thing that Mr. Yo is not doing great. He's not doing the quick walls. Now he's trying to convert the camel. Though the wood is completely exposed right now. The skirmishes are coming, but those skirmishes are going to die against the latest. This hole has been absolutely terrible, but now the skirmishes is gonna melt against the latest, as you can see. He need to go back because the camels are there. He need to go back. Yeah, the camels are definitely working now, but it's working because Mr. Yo has got few holes, Mr. Survivalist, and that was terrible.
Yeah, and HERA adding in some scout calves just to pick off those monks. We'll see if he ends up getting some pickoffs here. The lightest numbers are starting to go up, though, and the camels, yeah, they are going to die to the lightest eventually. In terms of damage output, I think they're about the same against each other, and so it's like, it's probably an even matchup here in terms of the fighting capabilities of both units. HERA just adding his second TC here. Are we going to be seeing a second and third TC from Yo? Probably. He's got a bunch of vills going to the side. Or is Yo... Yeah, what is he doing with these vills? Yeah, it's going to be a TC on that side. And then Mr. Yo is probably going to make a TC on gold as well. Yo's idling with a bunch of vills, though.
Maybe a forward castle.
Yeah, he's not that crazy, right?
Well,
is he?
Look at the stone he has already. Look at the stone he has already. But he has a lot of village idle, Mr. Yo. He has the village idle on the left, as you mentioned. He could do a TC there. He need to wall completely. I don't know why he's not walling, which is bad. He's doing the town center. He's doing the second town center. He's not that crazy. He's going for the macro. And Lithuanians and Gujaras. Amazing matchup here. 52 villas, 50 villas. And you know what I like this? It's not the typical just with the micro, with the skins, with the archers. Mobility, cavalry. It's a lot more dynamic game, and it's gonna be fantastic. What would you rate here as a favorite now? The army composition for
I like
HERA
HERA's position. I like HERA's position because guess what? He has 3 relics in his monastery already, and he knows where the other 2 are. He's gonna go and grab those, or he knows where one of them is, but he's gonna find the other one. And Lithuanians with no relics is pretty bad. I mean, it's still good, but it's not even close to as good as it should be. And this light cav gonna pick off a monk in Yo's base. Yo just a little bit late to adding his TCs. He's probably gonna add even a 4th TC. As Lith, you might as well. You get that 100 free food. Even add 2 more TCs. He can go up to 5 TCs here and probably be completely fine just with 1 castle lightest production. In the middle of the map, we have a little skirmish that HERA is gonna lose. So, you know, 1 converted camel is pretty bad. And HERA has the better military here.
Yeah, but not for so long. Not for so long, because he's gonna add the pikes, the faster pikes. And if you send now few monks faster pike with ladies against those camels, I smell the second castle forward then. Because with only camels, how do you stop pikes and ladies? You need something else. You really need something else, in my opinion. I don't know what you think. This is gonna be, well, gonna be very interesting for sure. I don't know if he's gonna be in time to make crossbows, or he will have HERA stone and oath to make his own castle. For now, he's doing the TC number 3. Mr. Yo has already a TC number 3. He has 4 villages more, but he has no wheelbarrow. Obviously, the upgrades for HERA with the economy are much better. Look at the walls. He kinda wall fast here with the ladies. He's super fast with these moves. You know, that's a completely different. For example, when he attacked with the whole survivalist, he killed few villages to Yo. Well, HERA is just reacting so fast. Like, really so fast in those moves.
Yeah, he's been really good at that.
Ooh,
now,
the relic.
HERA did bring a relic into the center of the map, and man. Yo just had he just donated that
it's
relic.
A gift.
So,
it's a gift.
Yeah, it was a gift. It was a gift. That was kind of funny. But yeah, HERA, he went on stone with one of his TCs because he knows that he has to get to chakrams. That's the only thing he can do against pikes, because as I was saying, Gajars, they really struggle against pikes unless they open with crossbowmen, and HERA didn't open with crossbowmen this game, so he probably wants to get to chakrams, but once he has chakrams with some kind of unit in front, it's gonna kill everything.
Check the rate, he's killing and now forcing a lot of idle time. Look at the place different, he's 10 now, doing bow, so he's gonna have another monk here to convert. The pikes are going to come, he's still going full camels, but full camels now against pikes and ladies are not gonna happen. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yo has the stone to drop a castle. He's gonna come with villages forward. He's coming! He's really coming! He has the outpost. He's gonna make another, and he's gonna take all the relics. If you make a castle there, survivalist, and take all the relics, then what you do against these ladies with 4 relics? Because this can happen. And this is what you want, Mr. Yo, right now.
Yeah, so if this castle goes up, that's going to be really hard for HERA to stop. Now, HERA will be able to go for his own castle here. So it really comes down to this battle here. And Well, those are too many pikes, so
Oh, it's too many pikes. It's too many pikes. It's too many pikes. He's not gonna be able. He's gonna take the relics. He will do his own castle probably, but he'll lose the relic control. Look at the castle he's doing on his face. All the relics are going to be down, and population now. MR.YO has almost 20 population more. He has to be careful, HERA here, because the timing. The momentum, even if HERA is about to go up to Imperial, now it can be very tricky. You don't want to get raided with this army, Mr. Survivalist, because this can be terrible.
Yeah, so what HERA's gonna do, he's gonna place a castle on the hill by his lumber camp, and then try and get Trebs while defending his economy, because HERA will have a pretty solid economy here.
Yes.
But yeah, it really comes down to if he can get this castle, which he should be. Really nice walls by him.
Perfect.
And, well, is Yo gonna be able to continue to push here?
Yeah, but MR.YO still have the farming. He has the goal. Where's HERA taking goal now? I see it. Where's the goal? Okay, on the right side. I like it. But now he's still taking. The castle, as you say, is perfect. Look at the walls he did. He cannot raid at all. Late is going back. And HERA is clicking up to Imperial Age. Amazing job here. But MR.YO is gonna go all Castle Age approach. And he still have map control. He need to get the relics. He's not taking the relics. I don't understand that. He's killing the house. Mr. Survival is with the castle.
Yeah, well, he's not paying attention to that, but yeah, so this is kind of the approach that Yo did in the Incas game, where he went full Castle Age, and it worked out for him. But in this game, it's like Chakram and Camels are going to be really hard for him to stop. So once HERA gets to about 20 Chakrams in the back, the pikes are going to be useless. So it really comes down to the micro, and HERA, he's known for his micro. So, well, MR.YO did take down those relics, but where are the monks? He's got one monk. He's going to be able to probably take that one relic, but there are two relics in range of HERA's castle. So it's going to be a little tricky.
Now he's killing. The problem is that still HERA has only 88 villages, and if he kill now like 10, 15 villages, then his economy is going to suffer a lot. Like really a lot.
And that's the MTC that's going down here. That's the MTC.
It's the Imperial TC. Oh my God, if he's killing that one. Ay, ay, ay. Well, he's not going. He's not moving away.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have enough.
He's gonna take all those villages. Oh my God. Survival is for a moment we panic, right? For a moment we well, HERA may be panic, but now he's losing quite a lot of farming. He needs to send it back. The army that now HERA has is amazing. The defense he's doing is just absolutely brutal, and he's holding this well.
Yeah, exactly. And this is going to be the power of Gajaras here. This composition is so hard to stop. Yo donating a lot of units under the TCs there and didn't really get nearly enough. Now, Yo going for another castle forward. So, okay. It's not going to be in time to deny Imp, though. That's the only thing. Imp is going to be in any second. And HERA going for a second castle here, too. So it'll be two castles versus two castles. But HERA will produce trebuchets as soon as he reaches up. And that's going to be pretty strong here.
Pretty strong for sure. The two castles, it's true that castle is gonna take both town centers, so he has to be careful. The Chatrams are coming. He's gonna take villages, probably. Those ladies are starting to be stronger. They are +3 already because he took 2 relics. No, MR.YO have 3 relics already. He has 3 relics already, MR.YO, so those ladies can be very strong. Do you think with this castle approach, MR.YO can't do the job? Because look at the score. HERA without map control, he seems to be okay.
It just depends on how well HERA can protect his trebuchets. So as long as HERA can protect his trebuchets, kill these 2 castles, how are you going to make Lightus without your castles? He has Yo has 1 castle at his base, so you can still make Lightus for a little while. But, well, it really comes down to if HERA can defend for the next 3 or so minutes. And that's going to be the time that these castles go down.
He's raiding, he's killing villages here. Okay, he's going to repair now the castle. The ladies are taking villages. Look at the Echo KD. And it's crazy how with that Echo KD, HERA is still with the same village number. Now the pikes are coming. He needs more pikes, right? He needs more pikes. Do you think he should go with the ladies and try to kill the traps? Or it's too tricky? Under the castle, if you lose the ladies, it can be terrible.
Yeah, it's too tricky, honestly, because HERA, he's just going to quick wall the Trebs in. There's a few camels coming out, and even the heavy camels. Look, the Chakrams are just going to eat the pikes just for free. So, yeah, at this point, Yo's running out of options. He's really running out of options.
He take the ships. He wants to take the ships. Okay,
All right,
140
small
population,
victories.
138. He's taking all the ships. He's thinking that this is gonna take another. Repairing the castle still, but he's going for the traps. He's tricky, but he's going for the trap. He's gonna take one. He's gonna take the one in the north. That's gonna be for sure being killed. And he's gonna be able to take another? Probably no. And the castle is now gone. But Mr. Yo is about to go up to Imperial Age with more villages than his opponent. This game, Survivalist, is just amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
amazing
it's-
city so far. Sick.
It's still anyone's game. Lithuanians, they have really strong trash units in the late game, so you can never really fully discount them. But latest are not going to be really the long-term plan for Mr. Yo because, well, he only has one castle. So at this point, he's going to start transitioning into something. He's adding barracks, so it looks like he wants to make, well, he's going to just add more halbs. What is he going to do, Mr.
Halbs
Yo?
and hand cannoneers.
Yeah, halbs and hand cannoneers, I guess.
Yeah,
it's going to be
I
his
guess.
only option, right?
It's his option.
Yep.
He's gonna take now those traps or not. He's going with the latest. He's gonna go with the pikes. Also, he's gonna take the traps. He's trying to control those units. He does have any stone right now. He's not taking any. He's still killing a lot of bullets here, Mr. Yo. And now that army is going down. Look at HERA control with his military. He wrecked absolutely everything. Sending back the village is now raining a little bit. He has a castle at home, by the way. I think halves and latest are actually fine. I don't know, and he's still getting time for himself to be
Maybe.
Imperial.
Yeah, potentially, but, well, one castle's not enough for production, though.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Mr. Yo needs to get another one, and guess what? He only has 262 stone, and his stone is in the middle of the map. So that's gonna be
there's another.
pretty difficult.
There's another on the left that he found it, and I think HERA didn't see yet that
Oh.
he's mining. You see?
Okay,
he's
yeah,
mining
he
there
is-
with
he is
11
there. Okay,
villages.
okay.
So he's there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's being sneaky, and he's still raiding. The good thing is that he keeps HERA busy completely at home. Now he's coming with the latest trying to kill the traps. He cannot. Those Chafran is gonna save that one. No, the ladies are gonna kill that trap. And yeah, without traps, you cannot really push too far or too fast, but the say. And his economy now, it's okay. Look at, he has now the handcart, he's doing all the upgrades, and he's gonna be in Imperial in a moment. But here, he's having more and more map control. Amazing game so far by both.
Yeah. Now, Chakrams, they really like to have iron casting because their damage is so low. They only have 3 base at damage, so having just that one additional attack is huge. So, yeah, HERA probably wants to try and get iron casting here. His camels are not super upgraded either, so I think focusing on a little bit of upgrades would probably help him a lot. But yeah, he's going to be adding in just 3 stable camels, 3 castle chakrams, and this army composition is going to be pretty tough to stop. And for Mr. Yo, he is making chemistry, so as you said, it's going to be halberdier and hand cannon, but is that actually able to fight this? So,
We'll see.
We'll
see.
see.
The halves
We'll
are
see.
super fast. It's true that he has a stone now to make another castle. He's doing the archery range at the siege workshop. I don't know where he's gonna make another castle, Mr. Yo. Let's see if he's gonna be in time. That's the most important. Halves are going to be there. Halves are so powerful. Remember, very cheap units, and well, they wreck the camels, but not the unique units. This castle is absolutely brutal now. Getting more and more map control, and those bullets on the stone on the left are going to die. But the momentum, the timing, the momentum is for the Canadian, Mr. Survivalist.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think that Yo is going to have to max out before he tries to take a fight because he's never going to have enough because he's so far behind in the military count here. So it's like if he maxes out, if HERA's also maxed out, then he can have a chance to take a good fight. But yeah, it's going to be quite tricky for Mr. Yo. Now, where are Mr. Yo's golds? Starting to, he still has a bit, so he's going to be able to max out. Bombard cannons, trebuchets, hand cannoneers. So he's making everything that he can, and maybe needs to start raiding potentially at some point, Mr. Yo does, because, well, that's one way to pick apart HERA is to try and raid. But how are you going to raid against somebody with heavy camels?
Yeah, complicated.
tricky.
I think you need to kill those castles. You can see elite Chatran throwers right now, elite unique units. Those are sick. But with the hand cannoneers, he's fine. Now you can't kill those traps. This is going to be a castle recover here by Mr. Yo. 153 population, 171. Doing conscriptions, doing a TC on the right, but I don't know if he's gonna be in time. He has the castle there, so he's gonna be protected. He's raiding, okay. And now HERA has a crazy population, but the castle there, it's just down. But he still have 3 more. And as you mentioned, he's trying to raid, but he can't. Mr. Yo, at some point, maybe Hussars, Halbs and Hussars as well.
Yeah,
With
but I
Hussars.
mean, look at Hera's point of view. Look at the fog of war for Hera. He sees everything on the map.
Yeah.
Everything. So he will not be surprised by anything.
Yeah, he see all. The TC is already up on the right, and he see it immediately. Let's see if Mr. Yo is going to react. Not really, but Mr. Yo army is scary, man. Mr. Yo has right now more army than Hera. 51 army. This is a lot of halves, a lot of hand cannoneers, and I don't think that the hand cannoneers, if you control them properly, should be really afraid about the unique units. But now we see Hera with Hussars, with the skirmishes fully upgraded. Oh my God, we have finally Mr. Survivalist, a very late imp game. Like people wanted to see, we have everything in King of the Desert 5. Let's go, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. This has been a great game so far, great series so far, and the later the game goes, the more I kind of like the Lithuanians here because they have better trash units overall, and then it's just so hard for Gajaris to deal with Halberders because the only thing they have against Halbs are Chakrams. And Chakram, of course, being a gold unit and also trained from castles, it's kind of hard to keep Chakrams going into the late game. So if Mr. Yo can just keep taking fights here...
Look his army!
And... Yeah.
Look his army numbers now!
Well, we'll see, we'll see.
Go, Mr.
It's still
Survivalist.
tricky, though. But yeah, it really comes down to those Chakrams. And, well... Hera adding in skirms, so the skirms do counter both the hand cannoneers and the halbs here. But Yo being a little bit wasteful here with his halbs, but at this point he can replace them.
Yeah,
And
he has
Yo's
Muteko.
pushing this back.
He's pushing back. Mr. Yo is pushing back. When we were talking about the late game, Mr. Yo, right? We were telling that in the late game, Mr. Yo is really strong. He's coming now with the helps, with the hand cannoneers. It's true that he's donating. You know, he felt today not greedy. You know, let's give something to Hera, you know? But right now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yo, 200 population. Hera, 200 population. He's gonna start to do ladies again because he's doing plate barding armor. What do you think? Oh, the bomber cannons. Aye. Well, the army here now for Hera is absolutely... I don't know, it's scary,
even,
man.
It's even on both sides. It really comes down to how good are the Chakrams here. And Hera's losing his camels. And the main issue is this big hand cannoneer mass. But there are bomber cannons from Hera. So Hera is going to be able to snipe these trebs. Maybe snipe some of the hand cannons with the bombards. And of course, with the skirmishers in front, they're taking out some of the hand cannons as well. But is Hera going to be able to keep this, these Chakrams alive? It looks like he's going to be okay for now.
Yeah. And remember the Lithuanians skirmishes as well, with the extra pierce armor as well, that they're very sick, really strong halberdiers. At some point, Mr. Yo will need some mobility, but Hera right now is dropping more and more the army. His army is more expensive. Look at now the economy for Yo. He has all the armors already, while now heavy blow for Hera. And to keep the production, you need economy. His economy is suffering now. He's at the limit. He lost the trebuchet, so Mr. Yo need to replace them. Do bomber cannon. Survivalist, help me! Who's winning this game? This castle for Yo is amazing to go from there. I don't know what you think. Taking the stone and then taking the other castle for Hera. My goodness.
Exactly. Well, there's no way to call it from here. Really, Yo is going to start trying to do some sneaky business on that west side there. He's trying to raid, trying to get that castle up. And yeah, his push kind of failed in the center, but it kept Hera's main army in the center. So Hera's still got everything in the center. So Yo was able to make that happen in the left side. Hand cannoneers are going over to the west. So Yo really wants to push the position because this is where Hera has a castle. There's a little bit of stone left. That gold is there. So it's a really nice position if Yo can reposition into this west side. Maybe he has to give up the east, though. That's the problem. So this army from Hera is still very strong. Hera maintaining max population, whereas Yo is still just a little bit under max. But Yo with 11 less villagers means he's going to have 11 more military units to work with, which is pretty strong.
Yeah, but the bomber cannon is down. Now the bomber cannon is down, and that castle is so important to don't lose it. Now Hera is coming with the Hussars. Look at the Canadian raiding absolutely everything. He's not well at home. And the mobility, Mr. Survival is the mobility. How many times we have said how important it is. And in this kind of situation, Hera feels so comfortable raiding. And his APM, man. His APM, how fast he is controlling all this. Just look. He lost the castle. He's now attacking the TC. He's coming out with the bomber cannons, skirmishes, Chafran units, and the trebuchet. Mr. Yo needs something else, but he has 72 army. Okay, he's losing villages and then he's doing more army. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do with that level of army. But as you said, these raids, these 4 Hussars coming in the back, Yo has no answer to this right now. And he's going to send units back, but Yo, he needs to fight for a little bit of map control because he's going to run out of wood pretty soon. Now, he does have crop rotation, so his farms are still going to last for quite some time, but that will be a problem at some point. And yeah, these raids are going to be super, super difficult to deal with because Yo doesn't have any kind of mobility, so he probably needs to add in his own Hussar. Yo does have enough gold to add in Hussar upgrade, but just not quite doing that. Well, actually, Winged Hussar is a bit more expensive, isn't it? So he almost has enough gold for it. Bomber cannons from HERA going down in the front to the hand cannons, though.
No, but he's losing in front all the Chatran and all the bomber cannons. He lost all the gold units. Check the gold units from HERA. Except few Chatran that he's remaking now. He's in problems. At home here, well, at home in that castle, the Trev is down. He needs to relocate definitely his economy because right now MR.YO has a lot of idols and barely has food, while HERA has 60 farmers. HERA is just raiding and attacking constantly the economy, while his economy is untouched. And that's difficult. So difficult survivalist.
What happened in the West is that Yo was able to take down the castle, but then HERA came in and sniped the 2 Trebs that were attacking with Hussars. So it was HERA lost the position, but Yo did lose his Trebs in that position. And the main battle on the front here, there's only like 6 chakrams there, 7 chakrams. So that's not that scary at this point. And well, if there are few chakrams, then Halbs are going to dominate, really, because these Gajara skirms, they're okay, but I mean, they're still a skirmisher at the end of the day. They don't do that much damage, but HERA dominating all of the hand cannons here.
He's dominating.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Yo to recover from that.
He's gonna kill it now. He has now no village on goal. MR.YO is gonna try to kill the Treads, but he can't. Ladies and gentlemen, HERA, the Canadian, is doing an amazing game. MR.YO is trying, but HERA in the late game is also a super strong player. As you can see, he has all the time and all the momentum, and the most important, the mobility. And as you can see, his economy, guys, is completely untouched, and now he keeps raiding constantly, MR.YO. MR.YO is unable to stop this raiding. He's just unable, survivalist.
Yeah, well, I wonder if Yo is going to buy a castle. He just bought 100 stone, so where is he going to place it? Defensively in his farmland, or where? That's where I would place it, probably in the farmland, but yeah, we'll see where he is going to go.
Oh my god,
why
there? Why there? On the right. Why there?
Yeah, I mean, he needs to take wood control, but is he going to be able to protect that castle? That's the real question. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he can really protect that, so it's kind of weird to me, but there's a lot of stuff happening, so it's really hard to say what he's thinking with that. Now, Yo does need to continue to raid because he just needs to keep HERA back somehow. Now, Yo's relics are in danger.
He's not ready. He's not ready. HERA is the one who is raiding completely. Look at the score difference right now. The score difference is now insane. 4K more. And let's be honest, in a late game like this, with Gujaras, without camels in balls at all, and being able to kill basically with Hussars and skirmishers, because he has now Hussar skirmishers, some unique units too. Okay, that helps quite a lot too. It's pretty solid. And this only talk about how HERA is controlling everything faster than Yo. He's just being faster here with his army, with his attack, with his ratings, with all the decisions. He's been one step ahead. Mr.
Exactly. And that's all it takes. Really, Yo started this game off with the lame, and he was in such a good position from the start, but HERA was able to claw his way back and just get up to Castle Age faster and gain those early advantages, and it's kind of snowballing here. Gujaras, they definitely do drop off compared to Lithuanians the longer the game goes. So if it goes to a post-imp situation where there's no gold left on the map, then Gujaras is going to have problems. But how is Yo gonna deal with this army on the front, with the chakrams, with the skirmishers, with the trebuchets? It's gonna be a little bit tricky for him.
Yeah, it is tricky, and also he needs to take those relics back. He's still 44 farmers, while HERA has 70 farmers right now. He's raiding more and more. The Eco KD is still going more and more up for HERA. 92 or 61. Both are killing each other, yes, but oh my god. Look at now those unique units. Did you see those unique units? GG call! Not for Yo, for HERA. HERA 2, MR.YO 1. Great game.
Wow. Yeah, those hand cannoneers, they just disappeared. Just two or three swipes from the chakrams, and just all of them are gone. So you have to be so careful against those, and Yo was really pushed to the limit here on the map. and really well played by both players in this game.
Fantastic one. Well, the economy. I was drinking water and I'm dying because I wanted to talk at the same time. So take over, Mr. Survivalist. I can't.
All right. Yeah, just basically, as I was saying earlier, like, Yo, he relied on the lame, and then he went for the Men-at-Arms, which didn't really do much, so it kind of neutralized the advantage that he got from the lame, because he spent it all on Men-at-Arms, which, yeah, they did a little bit, but not really, they didn't really pay for themselves. And then HERA being able to get up just a little bit faster, taking map control with camels, and then Yo letting HERA in on the side. He didn't quite fully wall the one side. He kind of half walled it. And yeah, Lightus opening was good, but then he went probably too aggressive in Castle Age at sacrificing his Imperial Age time. So Yo, with 2 castles in HERA's base, went down to HERA's faster Imperial Age timing, and then that investment was completely lost there. So Yo had so many advantages, but just wasn't really able to secure the victory in Castle Age like he wanted to. And the game went later than he wanted, and so he had to adapt from there, but it just didn't quite work out for him.
Do you think he needed maybe some siege when he has the forward castles? Because he needed to drop more TCs. He didn't do enough damage because he was up to Imperial super late. And I feel that, yeah, he denied some resources, but he didn't really kill a lot of villages. Economy for HERA was still quite untouched, really.
Yeah, exactly. So Yo going for the forward castles, maybe a little late in Castle Age, because if HERA's already going up and you're just dropping a castle at that point, it's so hard to push, especially when HERA has camels, which are pretty good against siege, and then also chakrams, which are pretty okay. They just dominate the rams if Yo tries to go for a ram push. So it's not really a matchup where you can go for a ram push in Castle Age. Even mangonels wouldn't really do too much because they could pretty easily get picked off, and then it's just going to delay him further. So, you know, it could potentially work, but it's a pretty risky play. So I think that just Mr. Yo, he had an idea, and it worked out in the Incas game, but didn't quite work out here. And, well, we'll see maybe if it works out in a future game, because he'll probably bring out the same playstyle.
Let's see the next game, guys, because remember that this is the prize distribution. They have already guaranteed, which is not really bad, right, Mr. Survivalist? They have guaranteed $6,000, no matter what happened in these games. You know, the loser will fight tomorrow for get 8,000. So the best of 5 with the third place match is worth $2,000, which is quite a lot. And then the winner will get already $12,000 guaranteed, 100%. And they will fight tomorrow for 20K. Is that okay, Survivalist? What do you think? I will bring you in the camera to answer this question. Is this okay or not?
I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing that we can have such big tournaments, big prize pool tournaments, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of pressure on the players because they're playing for so much money. Each individual game is worth so much, but I think all the players are super hyped. And at this level, all these players have so much tournament experience that I'm sure we're going to see a great show.
And you know, Mr. Survivalist, when I check the civilizations now, Incas, HERA, Mr. Yo, Burgundians. Oh my God. I prefer Incas, but the Burgundians' usual strategy with the slow approach and Custelier can work against Incas? What do you think?
Well, it can work. It really comes down to if HERA is not going to be able to get any damage done in the earlier stages of the game. So Burgundian economy is going to be just sick. In mid-Castle Age is where it really pops off. And if he can get to Cavalier, if you get to Custelier, Burgundian's late game with the hand cannoneers against Incas should be pretty strong. So I think Burgundians has a lot of options here, but those options come a little bit later in the game. So it's going to be up to HERA to really apply the pressure. We'll see when the map is generated. If it's a more closed map, it's going to be great for Burgundians. If it's a more open map, it's going to be better for Incas. And we have about 22 seconds until the game starts. So, yeah. HERA still has a lot of his better civilizations in the draft here. So I think HERA, even if he loses some games, he's still going to be happy with the fact that he still has his better civs. So, yeah, he's starting the series off just with his lower civs, just to test the waters, get warmed up, and, you know, if he needs to bring out the big boys, he will.
And here we are now to see if the map, as you were talking, is gonna be open or close. And to be honest, this map generation is not too close. I mean, he has quite a lot of woodlands, more than usually you have, but all in kind of in front here for Mr. Yo, while the back, it's gonna be too, well, he's gonna have to be defended, man. Has to be defended for sure. So do you think this map is a good one for a potential Mr. Yo Burgundian's strategy?
Yeah, well, the gold is super exposed, but other than the gold, I think Yo's map is pretty decent. Of course, all the wood lines are really exposed on the front, so imagine HERA gets crossbowman and just controls the front of the map. That's going to be so hard to deal with. Just with having no wood lines in the back is not very fun to play against crossbowman with. So yeah, well, we'll see what Yo has in store here. He probably will try and go greedy just with the ecotex, because why else would you choose Burgundians? But it might be a little hard to defend everything on this map. But having his berries in a pretty easily defensible spot will allow him to get Bowsaw in Feudal Age, most likely. But HERA coming forward with the lane.
The eagle.
He sees everything. He sees the boar, so he's probably going to take it. Does Mr. Yo know about this eagle, though? I'm not so sure.
I think he saw with the ship.
Yeah, maybe he did see it.
Yeah, you got the ships a little bit far, so he's fine. He's fine. He's not gonna get damage from the eagle, because maybe he want to go then for early to militias. That's why he's coming forward that quick if he's not achieving anything. So let's see what he's going to do. And what army you think Mr. Yo should do? Oh my God, Mr. Yo is not thinking in the army. Minute 2:50 seconds. He's starting to wall survivalist.
Yep, that's Burgundians, so he knows what he needs to do with the Burgundians. He knows he wants to really go full greed, get those walls up, get those ecotechs down, and then make military later. And, yeah, bring in that boar, so HERA's not going to be able to lame that. But HERA was just being cautious. He didn't want to lose HP on the eagle, because he knows that, Oh, Mr. Yo, he loses a Vill! Ooh, the boar.
That's terrible. That's
interrupted my
really
train of
terrible.
thought there, because
yeah,
wow,
man. It's terrible, man.
Didn't quite send her far enough back, but yeah. Anyways, HERA didn't want to lose HP on the eagle. He didn't want to lose the eagle there, so he was being cautious because the scout cavalry is a little bit faster than the eagle. So we saw Mr. Yo lose his eagle when he was playing Incas earlier, and yeah, HERA not wanting to make that same kind of mistake. But Mr. Yo losing a villager here is just so bad. Now, HERA doesn't know that Mr. Yo lost the villager, so HERA doesn't realize that he's so far ahead at this point, so he might not make the optimal decisions in terms of, like, maybe going more aggressive or something, but he will go more aggressive, so
he has to do it. He has to do it. And I'm checking now what HERA is doing. He's now pushing the ostrich. You can see how he's bringing already in the rhino. I don't think that the map should be a real big of a deal for HERA, because as we're talking survivalists, he has to be aggressive, so he's gonna be building his military buildings, and probably, except that we get a big surprise, Mr. Yo is not gonna go with any early aggression, so the map for HERA doesn't matter too much. The goal is fine, it's close to the wood, the berries are not in the best position, but you can also wall in that area. But as I said, look at Mr. Yo. He's gonna wall absolutely everything, probably, or not. I think he will wall everything.
He's not going to wall the golden. Looks like he's going to wall maybe to the TC here, just connecting those two houses in the north. And, oh no, he's going to go to the gold. He's probably going to have to tower the gold then. He might, like, instantly tower on feudal or something like that. Although if you tower first, then HERA can exploit that and tower a different location or something like that. So it's a little bit tricky, but yeah, Yo might need to, he might be thinking about relying on tower defense here, just to open off this game. Now, HERA does have the barracks pretty early, so what does that mean? That means that we're probably going to be seeing some militia come in once he has the food to afford that. As the Incas, you get the discount. So it's like you have free supplies from the start of the game as Incas. So why not add a few militia in just to apply a little bit more pressure? And is Mr. Yo going to be able to get his walls up in time? That backside is a little bit exposed. So we'll have to see.
I don't know how many games it is, but the times that this civilization has faced in the tournament, Burgundians won.
Okay.
You know? So Burgundians won. I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3. I have no clue. You know, but when they face it in the tournament, Burgundians won. Just
We'll see.
To take in consideration that Burgundians can beat Incas. Even if I think that Incas should be stronger, but Burgundian has their tools. And the tools they have is that Mr. Yo, that hate arena, is creating his own arena himself. But he hated.
Yep.
But now he needs the arena,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, well, he just thinks you can hate something but still think it's good and just do it. So, you know, I think that's where it is. He's like, I hate this gameplay, but it's the best gameplay. So,
what you specifically hate to Survivalist? Come on, let us know.
Me?
What you hate?
Crossbow and timing. That's the worst. I hate it so much,
Okay.
but I'm forced to do it sometimes because
I was
it's so
thinking
good.
it's something in real life, but you went for the game. Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
too,
you know, I only think about Age of Empires, so that's all my life, right?
Only?
So.
You dream with with villagers or what?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm playing in my sleep.
Oh, what is this? But he break it. Okay, now he's doing the palisade. Guys, another co-caster that is trolling me, but it's fine. Anyway, men at arms. This is the problem. He's gonna break super fast. He has to repair, and he's going to repair. You can't let him go in. Why in these situations, the players that they see what is coming, why they don't come forward with 2 villages or 3 and make a tower? It's you waste a lot of economy because Burgundians, you know what he's doing, Burgundians. He's doing the barrack now, man. The barrack now.
Yeah, it's hard to know 100%. So it's like if you come forward with a tower and then your vills just get picked off or something, it's not really worth it. Coming forward with vills also, it's just going to hurt your economy. So it's not always the greatest. Now, is this archer going to get picked off by Yo's scout? It's gonna 5 HP, so close. 5 HP scout is gonna die in 1 hit though, so honestly that was a really good play by Yo to get a lot of damage. And delaying the first archer from coming forward means that Mr. Yo is gonna have more time to go greedy. He's gonna go for bow saw here, so Mr. Yo having to do some greedy plays here. Yeah, gonna go for bow saw. Honestly, it's super good.
Now I was about to say he just do archery range. Now few skirmishes and he's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So he's
fine.
Completely walled the map. But as I was saying, these wood lines, if crossbowmen get behind these wood lines, it's going to be a disaster for Yo. And this is a good time to go for towers as HERA. Like if he just made towers on the wood lines,
cheaper
what is Mr. Yo gonna do?
Survival.
Yeah,
also,
exactly.
Like,
but it's so hard. You have to have that kind of play style. I think it's a play style thing. Some players would play like that, some players won't. And HERA likes to do the things that are going to guarantee him the win and not the ones that, you know, are a little bit more risky like that, I think. So he really likes the meta, and he just does things that have the highest probability of success.
Okay. So let's focus down. Let's focus down and see what he's going to do. He's doing horse cola, so he will start to make farms as well. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the support, amigos. It's getting there pretty sick. Thanks for this great tournament. Thank you to you for the support. Do you like this tower? Obviously, you need it because he's gonna make the blast with now Archer and skip it. Okay, the tower is fine, but he will need to then mine a stone here. And with this kind of approach, I believe that HERA will go castless faster than the Burgundians. I mean, Burgundians will have good echo because they have bows already, horse collar. But I don't know, this is very tricky. He will do fletching in a moment as soon as he's getting gold because he has no gold yet. Well, if he make fletching and mine a stone, he shouldn't be able to break, right?
Yeah, one thing that HERA could do is send a villager forward and just tower the gold out of range of the tower because the tower's behind the gold. So if HERA just had a tower out of range of the Yo's tower, Yo can't take any gold. So that's one play that could definitely happen here. And Yo he's gonna let HERA in because these walls are just way too big. So HERA's gonna get in. Yo has units, but is it enough? It's 1 archer to deal with the men-at-arms and then the skirmishers. And, well that's gonna be pretty tricky.
Gonna make fletching. I wouldn't be surprised that now Mr. Yo send village to rewall and then there is no more reinforcement. He's gonna try to deal with this. With the skims, he's gonna be able to deal with the archers. Now what you mentioned is, well, complete truth. 1 archer for the 3 men-at-arms, but now the skims will kill the archers. He's fine, in my opinion. He should be fine. I don't know what you think.
Maybe.
I mean, he has to be
fine. Are in trouble, though.
That villager maybe is in trouble. Yeah, might kill a villager now. Might kill a villager. He's gonna save it. I think he's
gonna save it. Maybe? Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay, he said, what the hell? What's happening here? But now he's coming with more. He's gonna make a palisade yet. Okay, but he has the skirmishers. He's gonna take the archers. Only 2 archers. He's gonna make another gate. This is at the limit now for Mr. Yo. Absolutely at the limit. The skirmishers are really low HP, and this is gonna be. It's a disaster already. He didn't rewall, and he's not sending more army. HERA felt that with this damage, he's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And HERA can just go up, and he will go up. This is just so difficult to deal with just one archer. It all came down to the micro, and Yo missed microing just a little bit, but honestly, only losing 1 villager here, right?
It's fine with only 1 villager.
That's not so bad, actually.
Yeah, it's
so
fine.
Good defense. But HERA, when is HERA gonna go up? After these 2 bills are complete, he's gonna go up. And HERA just finding his 2 goats. He actually missed 2 goats. So.
But survivalists, ladies and gentlemen, HERA has lost 42 seconds LTC in the process. That's why they have the same village. He has lost almost 2 villages with this aggression. So just look how even a player like HERA that is sick with the army control, he has some problems with this. He's now doing stone walls because he knows that his opponent is up to castlage. But Mr. Yo is starting to do a lot of farms. How you defend the wood is the biggest deal here. Because he's walling, he's stone walling, he will need towers. Otherwise, the crops are gonna dominate. And then, hey, if you do towers, you can do the castle and custodians, but you need to be in a good up time for the next age. If not, you're gonna be so behind economically talking, even if you have Burgundians.
Yeah, exactly. And towers aren't really enough to protect everything too, because it protects the wood lines, but you get no map control from that because the towers can't move, so they're just chilling there. HERA just booms, and then what are you gonna do? You're defending against a player who's booming, which is definitely the wrong response. So Yo is probably gonna need to make something happen here in middle of Castle Age, but that is where Burgundian's economy should be starting to pay off, because Bosaw, you have Bosaw for a really long time, so Burgundian's definitely has some timings here that Yo can work towards. Is he gonna go Coustelier, or is he gonna go, what is he gonna go? He's probably going Coustelier because he doesn't have any stables.
No, he will do Coustelier and Siege survival. It's like 100%, you know? I mean, he's mining a stone already. He's about to go up. I don't like that he didn't make Tone Watch with these woodlines. And you can see how the archers are coming. Mr. Yo need to react quick. Like, really quick. I don't like how HERA is attacking now. Why now? You are about to be in Castle Age. Wait to get the upgrades. No?
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's pretty predictable that HERA would try and attack maybe like 30 seconds, 40 seconds after reaching Castle Age. So if he goes now, then Yo might not have reacted as good. So HERA almost got a Vil because of that, but Yo would know to be looking at his wood line for that crossbowman timing. So, you know, there's maybe a little bit of logic behind it. But yeah, HERA's not going to be able to find any other damage here. Well, he can camp the wood lines though, so that is still going to be damage. And Mr. Yo adding in a stable, so that means he might want to get husbandry eventually, or maybe add a few knights to start. It's a little awkward terrible, though. Man. And yeah, the crossbowmen are coming in. Mr. Yo,
man,
not losing any bills though.
Didn't lose anything.
Wow.
Yeah, but where you take the wood now?
Yeah,
you don't have the wood. He didn't make a tower, and now you need to take the wood. It's true that HERA is going away from that area, so he's still taking on that small tree here. I don't know what he can do. Well, would you make the castle here just to protect the woodlands? Because I really don't know where to make the castle, to be honest. He's mining a lot of villages on the stone. Well, no, he's chopping the tree, so he's fine. HERA is not doing more damage. And where to make the castle here? On the gold? On the wood? Where survival is? Because he has several spots that are kind of weak right now.
If he can get it on the wood, that would be good, but he might get it on the gold hill. I think the wood hill is probably better though, so he probably will go for that hill by the mill. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Yeah, and that is definitely the best spot. He has a few vills that are 1 HP. If we know HERA, he's gonna go for those weak vills that are
look where he's doing.
Low.
Look what he's doing. He's doing on the wood. I like it. He's gonna protect the 2 wood lines. He's gonna be fine. He still have a tower also on the goal. I don't know if it's now the next one is gonna be a monastery or the siege war shop. Probably he will love to do both, but he need to do something happen quick. Because if he's not doing something happen quick, this castle is definitely not going to be an oath. Okay, and this is 1, 2, 3 TCs. 48 villas, 42. He's doing the monastery. And he has to do something happen, right? Because he's so behind in terms of economy right now.
Exactly. So Yo, he's gonna probably just go all in here. Just make Kusule, monks. He's got light cab on the field to try and take relics, or like take relics away from HERA and kill monks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be tricky. I think what Yo's gonna do is make up a bunch of Kusule and then drop a castle on HERA's face and just hope that that's gonna be enough. It could be. It's definitely a legitimate play here, but it's gonna be a little bit tricky to actually make work. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can make that work.
But this is the thing that can make it work. Sniping and sniping and sniping. One mock down. You know, if you start to kill units here and there, that's going to be nice. And now he's taking, but you don't want to lose the scout like this. I mean, you have to control now 100%. He lost the monk for nothing, the scout for nothing. He has another scout that's coming, but he's going to defend it HERA because there is a lot of archers. And now he's spamming the Custelier. Custelier that has already husbandry, but as you can see, he's going to make some TC. He's not going for an all-in strategy. I think he will try to do what you say, survivalist, when he has at least 2-3 tone centers, because he knows that then Burgundians, I mean, if you are behind 10, 15, 20 valleys, the economy is still being insane. He has heavy plow, Pozo, wheelbarrow. He is already with all the economy upgrades and having these brutal units. It can be so tricky for HERA.
Yeah, exactly. I think that Burgundians definitely can fight Incas if the game goes longer. So if Yo does play for a longer game, it's not a bad idea in this matchup. Yo trying to get as many relics as he can. HERA already has 2 in.
Did you see that conversion? Well, what was that conversion? Did you see that
converted? Yeah, I think he was charged on something, but yeah, it's kind of silly sometimes, these conversions. But,
sometimes. What was that, man? 0.1 second conversion. I mean, it was just not even in the range. My goodness.
Yeah. Well, it's just those charge conversions. They come out of nowhere, it seems. But yeah. Does Mr. Yo see all of the relics? That's the question. So he doesn't see the 2 relics that he could easily get, and he unfortunately doesn't see that back wood line either. So, or in his back corner. So if Yo had eyes on those wood lines, that would really allow him to plan out the later stages of the game. Just having a few wood lines in the back corner is really nice, but he doesn't know about that. And Yo is able to make another castle. Where is he going to place it? Is he going to place it in the middle of the map? Is he going to go forward? HERA's got 2 golds in the middle of the map, so controlling the center of the map, that's where there's 4 golds that's pretty much protected by castles.
Here, man, we're in front of the monastery, man. You take the 2 gold, and then from there you can kill all the buildings. He has the stone already. He's doing the light caps. He has 11 Custelier, and he's gonna come now. He's gonna try to raid a little bit, but you know the problem with this civilization is that you know that your opponent is gonna come with this, and it's still so hard to stop it, right? Like, it's so difficult, and he's coming with 7 villages. I don't know if 7 villages is a note, but he need to come and need to do the job. Let's see where he's gonna make it. He's going to the north, which I don't like it. He should do here the castle, and then take the monastery, take the raids, take the barracks, and the most important, take the gold. But look at HERA. HERA knows, and it's a safe castle, because look at HERA castle. He's doing well, but they're still taking the golds actually.
Yeah, like this castle is great for Yo when the game is even, but Yo is 30 vills behind, and also didn't find the relics. So he has 1 relic. So it's not like he's really set up for the late game. So Yo is still gonna need to make something happen, and he is making something happen by getting in and doing a little bit of raiding. Is it gonna be enough?
Let's see if he's gonna be a note. He's killing few villages. He's delaying a little bit, but he has a lot of pikes now. HERA. He has good army here. No. He's losing a lot. He's losing a lot, Mr. Yo. And HERA is now also taking all the army here, playing amazing 30 villages more. This is definitely not an oath. This is not an oath. He's wasting so many Custelier, as you can see. 28. He's definitely not an oath for the Canadian. For the Chinese, for Burgundians, man. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Yo really wanted to do more, and here it comes. Yo going for that late Castle Age push, where HERA is going to be up, but Yo is going to have military here, and Siege Workshop coming in the north. HERA doesn't really have control of his golds, though. So HERA has that a little bit of main gold in the base, but other than that, there's no gold for him. So if Yo can just starve HERA of resources here, he can make something happen, because, of course, Incas, they don't have scout caps. So what is he going to do with no gold? He's going to die.
But that second castle on that area is defending with 2 castles here. He can see it. Sadly, he doesn't have a siege workshop yet, so it's not gonna be... that was open, so he can deny it now and kill some. But he has a lot of army. HERA has a lot of pikes, he has a lot of archers. The Custodes are great, but his opponent has a lot of military here, so he should go kill Villiers or just kill the archers. I don't know, I'm not sure. He should go back now. He's gonna make a Scorpion. He's trying to break in, and honestly, HERA is on the way to Imperial, and he adapted to the game perfectly. Like, really perfect. Look at the trap here with the 2 gates that he did. Crossbows and archers, and those Custelier are going pretty much to the damn hell, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, trying to find damage where he can, but he's just not able to find damage.
Oh my god! Look at these walls, Survivalist. Look at these walls. Well, he's open, okay, but he converted one. Now he's gonna take the Scorpion. He's gonna still raiding here and trying to kill the monk, killing for more villages. But is this an oath? Is this an oath damage? He's now starting to kill some villages, Survivalist.
Yeah. It really depends on if HERA is going to be able to make Trebs in the next age or make enough units, maybe make Halberdier. HERA queuing some slingers here, maybe misclick. But yeah, HERA probably just going to go for Arbalister and Halberdiers to start. Pretty strong with trebuchets, and that's going to be able to push Yo all the way back. And yeah, is Yo going to be able to make enough Custelier to fight this? It really depends on if HERA's going to be able to make his Halberdiers work against Custelier, because that charge attack is pretty scary.
He's very scary. Survival is killing quite a lot. I think what he has to do now, Mr. Yo, is to kill the pikes before he's doing the upgrades. But now he's killing the archers. Those archers are just dying here. But he's also losing those Custelier. Those Custeliers are plus 2. And just look, he has killed already 14 villages. He's raiding less here for Mr. Yo. He's 9 villages only ahead and 0 villages on gold. I mean, HERA doesn't have now a crazy economy. He has the castles, but obviously with all this raiding and idle time, he's not having the great echo. The problem is that Yo is all castlage. All castlage push. Is this an old survivalist? What do you think?
Well, it's only a 10 villager difference now, and if Mr. Yo can find that relic in the north, he's gonna feel pretty good about his position, or at least he's gonna feel like it's not completely hopeless. More Custelier coming in just to distract HERA, but HERA's got his siege units coming out on the field to push this central castle back, but Custelier can dive that, though. Definitely the 4 Custelier that Yo has here could potentially take out that Treb, and it might be worth it.
He's to go now before he's sending army, but he's not sending, so there's gonna be some cameos, gonna be some more army. Now he's diving in and he's gonna try to kill it. Still trying to raid with more Custelier, but he cannot. Population for HERA is really strong. Now he has 2 slingers and archers. I don't know if this is gonna be a node anymore. He's 2 trebuchet. He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it or not. Okay, 1 treb is going to be down, and now he's going back because he has, well, a lot of army. Mr. Yo, or better say it, HERA is in a great position right now, and it looks like this can be the 3-1 for the Canadian, man.
Yeah, potentially. HERA snuck a castle up in the center of the map, or like the south of the map, to secure that neutral gold and potentially push Yo off of his other gold there, although he needs to get Bracer to actually get the range to do that. But yeah, HERA is going to be able to take back map control, take back his central golds, and then what's Yo's plan going to be? He's going to have to go to Imperial Age, which he is, and, well, what's the unit? Is Elite Custelier going to be able to win this for him? I'm not so sure, because Kamiuk and Halberdiers going to be a pretty strong unit composition here.
Yeah, well, let's see what is going to happen here. It's almost 2,000 score difference, and military numbers start to be complicated here. It's now that, yeah, he's going back. It's a pity that he didn't find that relic at the back. See, I have 3 relics HERA. 3 relics HERA too. Well, he's still raiding. And this is the crazy thing here, survivalist. HERA has 13 villages more. He's also in Imperial. And he has lost already 20 villages. His macro is not on point. It's just insane today. And, well, what I like it is that HERA knew exactly what he has to do when he saw what Mr. Yo was doing, Mr. Survivalist.
Yeah, exactly. And Mr. Yo, he's going to go into hand cannons here. It's probably the only thing that could potentially work for him. But once HERA sees that, he's going to add the Arbalister upgrade and just make Arbs. And it's going to be very, very strong. Remember, this game did start out with Mr. Yo losing a villager to a boar. So he was kind of starting the game off in a pretty bad position, which it was kind of amazing that Yo was able to make a game out of this. because he was so far behind to start. But yeah, the game's over. And
GG, and HERA is 3-1, leading the series against MR.YO. Well, honestly, to make it work against a player like HERA with Burgundians, and after we have seen this already, it is kind of tricky, kind of complicated. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah. Well, HERA's arguably the best player in the world, and well, Yo's up there as well, though. So I think that it's a pretty even matchup between these two players. We saw every single game in this set has been so good. Now, I think that Yo is going to win next game because that's what I predicted was a 4-2. So I think that you know, I got to be true to the prediction, right?
That's the reason,
no matter what happens.
Okay. So you know, guys, Survivalist is now the Memstradamus in the channel. The next game, no matter what, it's gonna be for MR.YO. You know, he want to win the bettings. Let me play an ad, guys. Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully you are enjoying a lot with the series and with the co-cast. Remember that after this series we have we have the Viper versus MBL. Okay, as you can see it here, the Viper MBL, and that tomorrow we have the third game place match, you know, and then the grand final, you know, you can see there the co-casters. You know that I'm going to co-cast with Memp tomorrow, the third place, Mr. Survivalist. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be pretty hype. I don't know how you're going to make it work, but
you don't like Memp co-caster? What the hell? Survivalist? What is this, man? What is this, man? And the co-caster is a surprise, you know, a surprise that will happen just tomorrow. Remember, guys, that all those goals that we have in the at the bottom of the screen, it just helps a lot to keep going and create tournaments like these, you know. And I only can be grateful with all the support. HERA, Mongols, MR.YO, Malians. This is the next game, Mr. Survivalist. What do you think? He's gonna finish HERA 4-1 the series against MR.YO, or MR.YO with Malians is gonna be able to dominate?
Well, Malians these days is just so good with their new gold bonus that they got. So just being able to bring in gold faster and the mines last longer is going to allow them to just have lots of gold throughout the mid game. And Malians, they pretty much have everything in the castle age, so they can make pretty much any kind of play work. Of course, having extra pierce armor on the spears as well can help a little bit. Just tank a little bit of shots, especially against skirmishers. But HERA is going to be putting down the pressure. How fast is he going to go up? Is he going to go 16? Is he going to go 17? One of the two, most likely. And just go super, super fast. Maybe he even does scouts as an opening with Mongols. Because if you get up that fast, you can mass the scouts early and deal with anything. So I am kind of excited to see what HERA does. Is he going to go for a lame with the Mongols, potentially? Or maybe he's just going to push the deer and be happy with that. And Yo has to make something happen in this game, or he's out.
Yeah. It has to do it because we have seen how HERA is controlling the units so well. He's controlling the build order, the meta. He has to do something happen. You cannot be defensive anymore, MR.YO, because if you do, I think HERA is going to be just fine. You're going to feel comfortable. I mean, if I think that the longer the games go, I think Malians should be better here because they have pretty much everything to counter the Mongols. And Mongols is, the later the games goes, is slower, much slower than Malians. And that's what it is. That's my opinion. But we are jumping into the game number 5 with this HERA 3, MR.YO 1, and we have HERA in the south as a blue, MR.YO as a red in the north, and the map for HERA is just a fine map, Mr. Survivalist. What do you think?
Yeah, back gold. Berries are a bit exposed, but 2 back wood lines, pretty nice. Even that stone tucked in the back there, which is HERA's going to be pretty happy with the way that his map is laid out. But the map doesn't really matter if you're going to go so aggressive as Mongols, at least to start. So HERA's going to be able to put the pressure no matter what his map looks like. And Yo's map with the forward gold going to be a little bit awkward with that hill just out front, but the berries are okay. And his wood lines are a little awkward again. MR.YO never getting any back wood lines. He has one kind of off to the side in the back, but nothing really behind the TC. Yo with the back stone, and we all know that Yo really likes to go for his unique unit. He's done that a few times, so well, we'll see if we see Gavetto, but probably not.
No.
But yeah, Malians, they're going to be able to potentially make something happen in mid-feudal age. If HERA goes for a lot of pressure and doesn't get any damage with such a fast uptime, then maybe Yo's going to be able to make archers and do some counter pressure. But yeah, HERA's forward. Yep,
Yeah, HERA is forward. HERA is forward and laming already, as you can see, 2 sheep down here. And that's already a problem, you know. He's taking some sheep, so he's taking some value from that forward scout. He's doing the lumbercamp, as you mentioned, in that wood that is not at the back, but it's kind of at the back. You can wall in diagonal and then your berries are fine. Then wall till the edge of the map. I think his wood is fine. Berries too. I'm more concerned about the gold survivalist, but well, the gold is also exposed for HERA. He has a little bit at the back, but look at those hills. Berries also exposed as well. You just need to go aggressive now. You have to make karma, because if he's going now for a greedy approach, trying to trust in the Malian's market, I'm not so sure anymore if this is going to work against a player like HERA.
Yeah. And MR.YO also going forward to try and lane, but not quite finding anything. Mongols, they have the extra line of sight on their scouts, so HERA was able to find everything really, really quickly and then go forward to try and lane. HERA getting 2 sheep, it's not the end of the world for Yo, but Yo is running that scout under the TC, okay. Taking 9 damage, but not too bad. Not the end of the world for him, but still pretty bad. And yeah, I think that HERA is getting ready to go up.
Survival is check the viewers' numbers, you know? Check the viewers' numbers. We are getting the magic number, a number that is always beautiful to get, you know? And that number, it's only hyped more and more and more and really more, you know? 10K, amigo. 10K. Yeah. It's 10K beautiful viewers. Unbelievable, man. Don't forget,
that's what we
guys,
like to see.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, also to follow Survivalist. As you can see, he's an okay co-caster, okay?
Decent.
decent, you know? He's an okay co-caster, so follow him and let's go. Well, MR.YO, not as prominent as HERA. Remember, HERA with more LOS, and he's gonna try to be really, really aggressive into what he's doing the mill. So I expect to see probably scouts. He's going up without the loom survivalist, so that means he's going up super quick, man.
Well, why do you need loom? Yo took 9 damage on his scout already, and then HERA's going to be up so fast that he can just protect bills with the scout. And also, the only early pressure that could actually punish this would be pre-milled rush. And, well, that's not happening for Yo. So skipping loom is just completely fine by HERA. So this is like 16 pop timing, but it's 17 pop because he gets that extra vill. And yeah, this is going to be super fast. The only thing that HERA can really do off of this is scouts, though. So he will be going for scouts. He's going to make the barracks here and then make the stable. And, well, Yo might be able to wall that out, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yo is not going to be able to do any kind of aggression until at least mid-feudal age, though. He's not going to make... Okay. His opening has to be defensive against this.
All right, guys, let's go. Look at that. Look at that goal. It's just increasing and increasing, but what is increasing is now the possibilities from HERA to get into the grand final. He has never been in the semifinal, and now he's getting closer to the grand final, but MR.YO has never been in the grand final either, and he wants to be there too. Let's see what he's gonna do, MR.YO. Do you think that MR.YO is maybe going to make a scouts as well? Because I don't see that he's going for goal. He has the mill as well, so maybe he's gonna go scouts. It's slower, obviously, than his opponent, but man, 19 population looks like it's slow now. It is current meta.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Isn't that crazy? It's fast, but it seems so slow. And yeah, well, without access to that gold, there's no way that MR.YO can make any kind of archer play. So is he gonna just make ecotechs? Like, what is he gonna do? Make spearmen to try and defend? Of course, Malians, they do have that extra pierce armor on the spearmen, so if HERA adds in skirmishers, the extra pierce armor does help quite a lot. But yeah, we'll just have to see. I think MR.YO is gonna have to make something happen here, though. Yeah, there's the stable. And are we going to be seeing any spearmen? Not yet. Maybe he's going to get double bit axe and then make the spearman, probably. Double bit axe, he's nice and protected, so he doesn't need the spearman quite yet. And yeah, Yo coming forward with the scout. Gonna try and see if there's any kind of archery range follow-up from HERA, which there isn't yet. But HERA is gonna have a ton of scouts on the field here.
Okay, let's see. There's not a lot of LTC. It's surprising that he has already 5 seconds. Well, it's not too much, but still, the scout battle will happen. And in these kind of battles, HERA has survivalist, a crazy control. a really crazy control, and I don't like right now that economy for MR.YO. 16 on wood, 3 on foot only. He didn't walk to the edge of the map, and I don't know why. He's coming with the scout, so he's well full defended here. You don't want to be housed. That's why he's using 2 villages. The scouts are coming, trying to go around. It's not gonna take any village because everything is wall. But MR.YO need to attack his opponent, and he to attack as quick as possible, Mr. Survivalist.
And look what HERA's doing. He's sending 2 vills forward. He's going to place a tower on that 1 wood line. Where's Yo's wood? It doesn't exist.
In the hell? Well, he can go to the left really far, okay, but he's running the
and
tower.
then the scouts come pick them off, though, so it's like HERA has these scouts that can pick off any kind of fleeing vills. The tower goes up. MR.YO is gonna lose access to his wood line, and he doesn't have any kind of units to defend. So MR.YO trying to get some damage done with these first 2 scouts, but, well, is he gonna do anything?
Yeah, but there's a villager now that he's gonna go down, probably. I think he will. He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose that villager. Maybe he's gonna save it now.
Oh, that was horrible for HERA. That was horrible. 2 scouts down for...
Yeah.
And he's gonna see these vills come in too. Well, no, he doesn't see the vills. So, this could still be bad for Yo. But honestly, killing those 2 scouts was huge because now... Pathing, yeah, he's complaining. Yeah, honestly, pathing on scouts is just horrible now. But anyways, enough of that. Let's see. Yo is coming in with the 2 scouts, but there is a spear from HERA, so he's not going to be able to find too much damage, and this tower is going to completely blindside him. Yo is not going to know about this, and he's going to be having some problems when this
I like, guys, how the players are so honest, you know. It's absolutely amazing how honest they are, but now we are not gonna get a sponsor anymore, guys. Let's go! My goodness. Look at the tower now. You have to be careful, man. You have to be careful. Okay, and he has to do what? Maybe a counter tower himself?
Yeah, well, he might have to. It might be his best option. There are only 2 villagers inside the tower, so it's not that many arrows. And if he just gets his own tower up, which he will be able to, he'll be able to take back this wood line without having to migrate his entire, all of his units. Now, HERA is walling in this tower, but I think that the most likely way that Yo cleans this up is just to counter tower. So, but he's electing to not do that and maybe go to a different wood line. Malians, they do have cheaper buildings, so he can make another wood line for just a little bit less resources. So it's not as big of a deal, but of course, sending his villagers halfway across the map's not really that great. This is still a huge army from HERA. And look, this is what I'm saying. You force the villagers away from the wood line, the scouts come and pick off the vills, and what can Yo do about it? He has 2 spearmen.
He sent it to his spears. Let's see if he's gonna be a no. He's 7 scouts, but he get out. Ooh, what is he doing? Oh my god. He could take there a lot of damage, seriously, but now it's gonna be the game, probably. It can't be the game. Let's see, because this is so many scouts and not sending the spear properly. Aye. He could have killed a lot there, but he didn't, and now he's sending the villagers back. You have to be careful. He's gonna lose 1 village. He's gonna lose 2 villages. The spear is coming, and this can be the game. It can be really the game here for HERA with a lot of scouts here, but I think he just needed to make a tower on his base. That was a really bad decision, and now MR.YO has lost a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And MR.YO still having no access to his gold. Even if he takes back his wood here, he doesn't have the gold secured. So he has less military, his economy's in bad shape, no access to the gold, like no map control. Yo really has no advantage in this game, so it really relies on HERA making some kind of major mistake, losing a bunch of vills to those scouts forward or something like that. But other than that, HERA's really in control here.
Yeah, he's going very aggressive, but I really don't understand. He can see how his opponent has done a lumber camp there. You just make a tower there, recover the tower, then you are wasting his opponent 100 wood. The 2 villages need to go back. Why he's not doing a counter tower? It doesn't make any sense to me here, but well, he knows better. He's the pro here. 4 scouts, 2 scouts here. He has to be careful. He's 7 villages behind. And ladies and gentlemen, HERA has the control. He has the momentum, survivalist. And let's be honest, he's playing just much better because he's the one also that is being more aggressive. MR.YO, in general, has been playing defensive the whole series.
Yep. Yeah, defensive play can definitely work, but it's so hard to make work against HERA because he's just so good at going aggressive. And yeah, Mongols are tricky now. Yo getting a few good spear hits on these scouts, so Yo will be able to stabilize here because those scouts aren't gonna really end the game. And well, HERA, he's gonna be up to the next age, and is he gonna go Step Lancer? That's gonna be pretty cool if he goes Step Lancer.
Survivalist. But I don't understand. Why now the tower? I mean, do before?
Yeah, well,
You know, like-
he just didn't think of it. I don't know. He had a plan. It didn't work out. And now
Yeah.
this is plan B.
Yeah. Well, no,
So-
this is plan C probably now.
Yeah,
Because-
probably.
Oh my God. Well, the scout is taking a good battle in the middle. Mr. Yo is taking a good battle. Now he's not even able to make that tower. He's not doing because he's not doing in the greatest position. Now the 5 scouts forward. Mr. Yo is still ahead in village and now has forced some idle time for HERA. Well, HERA just want to go up to Castle Age. And ladies and gentlemen, for those that are the Canadian followers and fans, he is very, very close to be in the grand finals, Mr. Survivalist.
This really looks like once HERA's up, Yo's really gonna have trouble stopping any kind of Step Lancer aggression just coming around, picking off the spears even though they're cavalry. Yeah. Yo is gonna have to make some magic work. Or magic happen here, and he's not really able to wall everything. He's gonna go for his side gold there and try and get up to Castle Age. Maybe he can make camels, potentially. Malian camels could be okay. But it really depends on if HERA takes his foot off the gas, so to say. And, you know, if he booms or something, then yeah, Yo can come back. But I think if HERA just continues...
Do you remember the other day the map with MBL and Citol? Did you watch it? Yeah, well,
I probably didn't. Remind me.
It was a really terrible map, and what MBL did was to make an outpost there in case that his opponent was going to come, you know. Because you need, when you have this kind of map that I agree that it's definitely worse than his opponent, you have to do something because your opponent might come. And then he came there and he just lost the game because of one tower in the woodline. Mr. Survivalist. So you have to prevent that. All the day MBL did like crazy. It's true that look at Mr. Yo with the crazy market and the Malians. He's on the way to Castle Age, but HERA is already there. And now how you gonna be able to stop him for these 2 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes behind. And, well, HERA, he has the 2 stables, which Mr. Yo knows that HERA has 2 stables, so he knows that it's probably going to be Step Lancers coming in. And how is he going to protect against that? What is he going to do? It's going to be super, super tricky here because those Mongol Step Lancers with the extra HP, they're going to be very strong against pretty much anything, and then they're a lot more mobile than Knights. So you just have a bit more movement speed. They have the 1 extra range, so it's really hard to wall against them. And yeah, they're pretty solid. And HERA getting the light cav upgrade as well, so Mongols also have extra HP on their light cav. Not on the scouts, but just on the light cav, so it's worth it to get that upgrade with this civ if you have a bunch of light cav going up to the next age. And yeah, well, it's going to be spear defense, so it really comes down to HERA to accidentally throw his Step Lancers or something like that to these spearmen, but I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, well, let's see what is gonna happen here. You have to be careful. He's taking one player down for that 1 attack range. The stable is not tapped, and here's the light caps. As you can see how this is impossible for Mr. Yo. It's really impossible. And ladies and gentlemen, the Canadian is just taking the series. Pretty solid gameplay here. Has been aggressive the whole series, more aggressive than his opponent. He picks defensive civilizations also, Mr. Yo, because remember that he didn't use the Kumans, and right now with only 1 army, he's walling all. Okay. And he has very good resources, actually. So maybe he can hold with the camels here?
Yeah, he's going to put a TC on this gold, and he's going to just make camels. And potentially, that could be okay. Oh, he's going to put a mining camp.
A mining camp and a monastery.
Yeah, all right. He knows he needs to make military.
But wall! Okay, he wall it now.
He's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Now this maybe is where HERA is going to add his own TCs or something, potentially. Although he doesn't have the stone for it, so maybe he's going to continue to make Step Lancers. Maybe he's going to buy stone, because like it's going to be camels. So he's not going to, like, camels can't really run under TCs. But with camels on the field, it kind of makes the Step Lancer play
useless,
fall off a little bit here. So yeah, I think if HERA adds TCs, it could be good. But he's going to add a monastery. So no problem with going more aggressive here as well.
But he's finding the gold miners. I don't understand why he's there with the gold miners so exposed. He's gonna lose 1 villager more and another 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. The camels are there. He's gonna take those. Step Lancers are gonna clean everything because he has a lot more numbers there. There's no population. I love how Mr. Yo is trying to keep going, but he's so behind. He has 30 villagers behind. He has no army. GG! HERA, it's in the the grand final. Congratulations to Mr. HERA.
GG's.
Wow.
Yeah, great series, and just HERA showing that he definitely deserves to advance here. And yeah, really great gameplay from both players, but HERA really showing that he's on another level here.
He's on another. He's really on another level, you know. But wow, like, you know, as I'm telling you, you know, I think that I like it more HERA Civilizations. I think he was more aggressive pretty much in the whole series, you know. And if you think Mr. Yo only won in the one that was with the Incas, that is very tricky Civ. In the other games, HERA was superior. He was really consistently ahead.
Exactly. So this map really favors very aggressive play, and HERA just playing towards how the map should be played. And Yo trying to wall up like Arena, I don't know, and it just didn't really work out for him most of the time.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk with HERA interview, and we'll be back to you, Survivalist. Okay, guys, here we are with the guy that I see more than my wife, Mr. HERA. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
First time we're in the semifinal, but now you are in the grand final, and that's a big one, Mr. HERA. How is feeling now that after being with 5 games against Mr. Yo, then the 1-1, but really solid performance, Mr. HERA.
Thank you, man. It's honestly a great feeling. KFTD is always something that I never quite clicked for me, so this time I'm really happy that the style I picked and the strategies I prepared actually did me well, and I found myself in the finals. And of course, it's big thank you to all the people that helped me get this far, all my teammates, Leary, Hart, and Nikov, and MBL, of course.
I was talking with Survivalist that it feels that, except the Incas Tatars, that he got the Incas, that it's a very sick civilization. I feel that you have been playing in general, in the whole series, more aggressive than your opponent. And you only went a little bit back when you saw, like, okay, he's 1-0. I need to catch up Castells as fast as possible. And from there, again, going aggressive. I don't know if you've got that feeling when you were playing those games.
Yeah, in general, I'm trying to be a very aggressive player this time around. And even in the Inca game, the one I lost, I still was the first guy to try to push with like the the siege shop and stuff. But his defense was stellar in that game. But yeah, just in general, my game plan was always to attack and to try to find some initiative on the map.
Yeah, for example, in the first game, we analyzed a little bit one by one, Ethiopians, Franks. You never let Franks get into the comfort zone.
Yeah, I love playing Franks, so that means I know their strengths and I also know their weakness, and I feel like I punish the weaknesses very hard in that matchup. I think Franks are really good, but I'm probably not the guy you want to play Franks against.
Okay. Then, well, the Tatar Incas, as you mentioned, you try like don't let them mass, but it's so difficult against this civilization.
What's crazy about that game is that he failed the lane, so he lost the eagle, and I felt like I did good in the early game too. So I'm not even quite sure what exactly went wrong, to be honest. I feel like I should have won that game. I mean, maybe the Civ, but maybe some small decisions I could have done better. But I felt pretty good, and I think he did really well in that game. Like big props to Yo. He played a great game with Incas there.
Tatars is not having a great result. Just telling you, not only against Incas, in general in the tournament. If you check the statistics, you will notice that Tatars are suffering. I don't know why, because in theory they have good bonus, Tambrin, heal advantage, many things, But maybe it's predictable as well what you're gonna do with Tatars. I don't know.
Yeah,
but well,
that's true actually. They're a bit linear, either Cav or some archers. Usually what they're gonna go for. But maybe I have to rethink that a little. We'll see.
Anyway, Gujarat Lithuanians, in my opinion, the best game of the series. Well. Or the most entertaining for the viewers, a crazy one. You can't talk about that game.
That game was amazing. I think we both played really well. I got lamed the boar, and I had the pressure right away from the start. So he did the perfect thing to try to punish Gujaras. And I thought I should have lost that game. I felt like the Fudo was going so terribly for me. I was not in a good spot, but I just tournament mode. You focus, you fight to the last breath, and somehow I managed to get castle faster, and that really helped me push back. After that, obviously 30-minute game, but was really happy to win that one in the end.
Well, you were holding a position against double archery range with one archery range, and I think that was what it let you come back from that behind position. Can be that?
Yeah, possibly. That's probably what slowed him down to Castle Age. I maybe should have taken more damage. Maybe he wanted a little bit more, but yeah, I was just able to hold off the skirms. And the tower on my gold saved me completely as well.
Okay, and then we move into Incas for you and Burgundians. It was like we were talking about how prediction can be Tatars. Burgundians is even more predictable, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think Burgundians are, if everything goes right, they're a dangerous civ. But there's so many places where things can go wrong, and a few things went wrong for him there.
Yeah, he needed a better map. He got all the wood lines pretty much in the same area with all the civilizations. Okay, but with that one, you were feeling okay. This game should be for me.
Yeah, as soon as I was hitting his base with men at arms, had some archers, I felt like if I don't mess up, I should be doing very well in this game. And to be honest, he did a good job in late castle, trying to like force some damage. But once I got my castles and ballistics, I felt okay. This game is done.
The Mongols Malians, the woodline, it should remind you some game that we were casting with MBL. Remember?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But look how differently he played MR.YO. If MR.YO would have played with the outpost or defended that a little bit better, you did a massacre when you did it with the tower.
Yeah, the tower was so good. Actually, I love that one. It put me in such a good spot because what can he do? In fact, I know what the right response is, but I don't want to say it.
You don't want to say,
just
right?
In case, yeah.
Okay.
I know exactly what you should do, but it's a really, really tricky situation. Like,
you can tell me tomorrow all the maps are going to be super wallable.
Yeah, I hope. Well, if it's Viper there, he's known to have some good maps. But
okay.
yeah, I mean, in general, that was just a really hard map for him to do. It was to make work.
It was, and now the hard question, because there's always a hard question, and it's very hard because in the next series, the second semifinal, you got a teammate, but you got the Viper. And now, when you look at the camera, because people want to see your eyes looking at the camera, who you want in the final? Your teammate, Matrix, MBL, or the Viper? Who you want in the final?
I would love to have MBL because I think that
But you are not looking at the camera. No.
I would like to have MBL into the camera because I feel like he deserves it, and I think it would be a huge confidence boost for him to beat the Viper. And yeah, I also feel like he's really strong on Arabia. So I'd love to have an AM final, guarantee an AM winner. But if it's the Viper, that is a matchup I've played a ton of times. And I don't think I beat Viper in a finals before. So that's maybe some other record I can try to break for me personally. Personal record.
Okay. Didn't know that. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point.
Yeah.
HERA, anything else you want to say? And for me, I just wish you good luck. And if you want to say anything else, be my guest.
Thank you so much. I just want to say we have a great group of guys with the 5 AM guys, and we are looking for sponsors, whether it's esports teams or individuals, to help us take our team to the next step. We don't have any organization behind us. It's just us, but we're ready now. We're all together and ready to make big things happen in the AoE 2 scene. So if there's anyone out there listening that is interested to build something big with us, just let us know, and we're ready to work, basically. We're ready to work.
Sorry, you were muted during this. Can you repeat it again? No, I'm joking. Congratulations, and tomorrow more. Okay, Mr. HERA?
Yeah, of course. Take care, man.
Take care, man. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, this is HERA that is going to be in the grand final. He wasn't muted, okay? He wasn't muted. It was all good, and hopefully you have enjoyed with the semifinals.